Officer no trouble him. Massive! Yo, Miami! That's the far I me got it right there. Fucking marijuana and I just don't. Me got it right there. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja. Miami, me got it right there. Fucking marijuana and I just don't care. Got it right there. Some more fire. Then the one that the earth in the bottle. Earth in the bottle. Even if it's a small market and my spinner. Because we burn up them into just don't ganja. Cooking up to the chalice and blood. Smoke it till me I dead. Last year I'm just a holy man but our King Selassie I drum. I want to hear all the beautiful girls scream for me. Ganja man, that's the man they got it right there. Smoking marijuana and I just don't. They got it right there. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja. They got it right there. Smoking marijuana and I just don't care. Got it right. I don't smoke ganja, I'ma see the light of them. Fire! The one on your herbs in the parcel. Herbs in the bunch and even if it's a small muscle, the vibe still a punch. Me come to burn up the book and man stun ganja. Good enough for the chalice and the blunt. Me smoke it tell me I dead. Good old marijuana, the good old land spread. Marijuana feed me spoon, me close me bubble and move me just can't fool me. Marijuana in a me, Miami we say we got it right there. Nah, smoking marijuana and I just don't care. Got it right there. Fire!
That is a fact. So I cannot talk about the country that said to Dr. Sebi, Dr. Sebi, whenever you want to return to Africa and begin this new empire, you have 5,000 acres of land and 6 hot springs. I don't need anything else. Hot springs? 5 hot springs with 5,000 acres of land? We could grow food. We could make the best dress. I said, sir, I am not going to come to your country unless I'm able to grow marijuana. He said, marijuana? He said, wait just a minute. He said, I can't do that. I said, well, the compounds I've been giving your nephew that was autistic, that now is talking, was marijuana. And as for you is concerned, when I came here, you weren't walking. You were dying. Now you're running up the steps in the presidency. Yes, marijuana. That's a God's product. That's not cigarettes. You see what happened? My brother used to smoke cigarettes, but my brother didn't know that the tobacco that he was smoking was artificial. God didn't make that. But marijuana, God did make that. So it must have been a good reason why I was told in school that everything God made is good. Well, I know that. I live that. And I always will smoke it for as long as I live. Why? Because I have that right. I have that right. It's not everybody that uses it, from autism to arthritis, is cured. Because everything that God made is good.
Officer, no trouble.
I just have one dry now.
I just have one dry. Yeah. Yeah. Here ya. We got it right there. We're smoking marijuana like we just don't care. We got it right there. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja you hear. We got it right there. We're smoking marijuana and we just don't care. We got it right there. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja. Herbs by the parcel, herbs in the bunch. Even if it's a small morsel, the vibe still a punch. Makes me so hungry, no idiot stunt. Good enough for the chalice and the blunt. Well, up the inspiration that come out of it. All my brethren requesting some out of it. We got so much, could never run out of it. So pass it around, take a whiff or a flip. We got it right there. We're smoking marijuana like we just don't care. We got it right there. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja you hear. We got it right there. Smoking marijuana and we just it clean and ready, so fill it up. Even if it is a spliff, get to you, so build it up. The whole world like it, so watch you grill it up. Good sets from west, it's the best, so bring it up. Smoke it till the eyes them red. Promote the marijuana. That's what I said, marijuana. Feed me, clothe me, and school me. You can't fool me. Give me the good old lamb spread. Yo, we got it right here. We're smoking marijuana like we just don't care. We got it right here. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja your hair. We got it right here. We're smoking marijuana like we just don't care. We got it right here. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja. Smoking herbs with my friends and my neighbors. It was created by the Most High Creator. We use it up for praises unto the Savior. Marijuana it make me get good behavior. So why is it they don't like it? Herb is the healing of the nation. So tell me why you fight it. Just the chalice make me light it. And all the vision the rest of me. We have to sight it. We got it right there. We're smoking marijuana like we just don't care. We got it right there. So blaze up the chalice with the ganja you hair. We got it right there. We're smoking marijuana and we just don't.
Before we get out of here, I had a couple more questions for you, Dr. Sebi. Marijuana. Can you smoke too much? Is there such a thing?
Well, I'm 80 years of age.
Yeah.
I've been smoking marijuana ever since I was 14. So I don't believe I'm a good candidate to answer that question.
I think you're a great candidate, especially if you're helping to heal people of dis-ease. And, different healers might say that, smoking too much can cause adverse, something negative. In the body, if
I've
you
only
do
been
too
smoking it for 66 years, so
Yeah.
I think it needs some more time for me to.
Okay, so there's that.
But there's a book written in Ecuador,
Yeah.
Hierbas Medicinales del Ecuador, medicinal herbs of Ecuador, and one of them is marijuana. And they had 4 pages of it, and I began to read because I speak Spanish. I understand Spanish. In fact, I learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
So, in this book, they show that marijuana cures 20 plus diseases, which I know is true. Nervous problems, like for instance, delirium tremens, Parkinson's disease, epilepsy. The man that was killed by us here in Los Angeles, that was blind, Mr. Fredericks, his daughter was suffering with epilepsy, 2 grand mal a day. I gave her 1 tablespoon of a tincture of marijuana. She didn't have another one. I make right now. I had a man in the village. We have a healing village in Honduras. Mm-hmm. You could go online and see it. The Usha Healing Village in Honduras. A man went on with Parkinson's disease in a wheelchair. Well, we know that people have these prejudices against God. We do. We don't use what God made. We use what man made in the laboratory. Marijuana is not like tobacco. Tobacco was made in the laboratory. Mm-hmm. Everybody smokes cigarettes freely, but marijuana is prohibited because it's God. So I have to be careful in telling folks what I give them. So the sisters in the village in Honduras made some brownies.
I was going to ask about the treats.
And they put the marijuana in the brownies.
Uh-huh.
And then when the patient was eating it, they said, wow, I slept last night like I've never slept. The other one said, well, I'm not shaking anymore. I'm not shaking. Look, I'm not shaking. I'm not shaking. Oh, no, I want some more of those cookies.
So you do think that you can still receive the medicinal effects through all the treats that are being created now? You get it in lollipops and brownies and in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
today.
but it has to be natural marijuana.
So there is a lot of unnatural marijuana out there?
No, we
Is that
cannot
what you're
use
saying?
the hybrid. They
Hybrid.
talk about Kush and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's hybrid.
I got
We
you.
talk about the real marijuana with seeds. That's medicinal.
Gotcha.
Let us start our class with a prayer.
In the name of the African ancestors who began the march of humankind in the womb of Mother Africa, we ask these ancestors to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future. In the name of the African ancestors who began the march of humankind in the womb of Mother Africa and marched down the Nile, laying the foundations for human civilization and culture, we ask these Africans to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future. In the name of these African ancestors who built their pyramids and their temples to their God concepts, to their principles, and to their moral values, who left us a legacy of architectural and monumental building unparalleled in the history of the world, we ask these ancestors who built the pyramids, who built the temples, to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future. We ask these African ancestors who took this African culture and extended it throughout Africa, building the stone cities of Zimbabwe, building the empires of the Sudan, Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, building the Swahili city-states along the east coast of Africa, and in Christian Africa, asking King Lalibela and giving him the courage to build the 12 churches of Lalibela from the ground down, monuments to the world. We ask these Africans who spread this culture to the Dogo and to the Akan and to the Yoruba and to the Bankango and to the Zulu. We ask these Africans to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future. In the name of the Africans who opened up Africa, opened up the Nile Valley to other cultures and other peoples, and they came in and nurtured themselves on the African greatness. First coming in early with the ancient Hebrews, and they synthesized this culture and produced Judaism. Later coming in with the Christians, and they synthesized this culture and produced Christianity. Coming in were also the Greeks, who took the African culture, synthesized it, and produced Greek civilization. And then later, the Prophet Muhammad, and with the Arabs coming into the Nile Valley, they synthesized the culture and produced Islam. We ask these African ancestors, who as part of their legacy laid the foundations for Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Greek civilization, to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future. We ask those African ancestors pulled out of Africa, taken to the hells of North America, South America, the Caribbean, maintaining the spirit of African humanity in their hearts and in their minds, and who left us this enormous legacy of struggle. We ask those Africans who resisted enslavement in the villages of Africa, who resisted enslavement in the shores of Africa, who resisted enslavement in those forts and dungeons, who resisted enslavement in the holds of those ships, who resisted enslavement when they arrived on these shores in the New World. We ask these Africans who ran into the highlands of northeast Brazil and established for 100 years the first free republic in the Americas, the Republic of Palmares, and their last great leader, Zumbi, whose spirit and sacrifice. We ask these Africans who replicated the Brazilian experience and went into the highlands of Jamaica and became the maroon-free communities. We ask these Africans who went into the backwoods of the Guyanas and Suriname and created free republic of the Suramaka and the Ajuka. We ask these Africans who went into the backwoods of Georgia and the swamps of Florida and moved with the Seminole Indians and resisted oppression. We ask these Africans who left us a legacy of struggle and resistance, the likes of which no one in the world has, to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future. We ask these Africans who created and laid for us a foundation of struggle and resistance that was passed on generation after generation, that was passed on to Harriet Tubman, who fought her way out of enslavement and became a symbol of freedom for all of us. Similarly, Frederick Douglass and hundreds of thousands of others fought their way out of enslavement. We asked those Africans who went with Boukman Dessalines to create the greatest revolutionary experience in the history of the world, the Haitian Revolution, leaving us a legacy, the likes of which no one else has had. We ask these Africans to be with us, to strengthen us, and give us a vision for the future.
And as the sun rises, we are very, very happy to see folks gathering here in the CURB this morning. For those persons who have been here throughout the last few days, I'm quite sure that a lot, you've learned a lot. You know, one of the things we had somebody coming in saying to me was, listen, they have a machine over there, sir, and they can't do some things. You need to go see the machine. You've seen the machine, Georgia. Sorry, Joe.
I've seen a hovering machine.
You've seen a hovering machine? That is called a drone. All right. Also, in the IRIFM booth this morning, we have with us Consultant Public Relations Officer, Carl Wilson. Carl, you're also from the St. Thomas Environmental Protection Agency? I didn't know that. But you're not necessarily based here, are you? You're based on the ground here in Jamaica?
Yeah, we're based there in Jamaica, in St. Thomas and also in St. Anne's.
Okay, but you're also reporting for a Canadian publication?
Yes, MCK.
All right,
JAM TV.
All right, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, what we do, we cover all, it's all about documentation. That's why Christopher Columbus and them say that they discovered Jamaica. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we have our documentation down with all the works that has been done right here culturally and about our people, our ancestors.
All right, so you've been here from the beginning, Friday. Because we're
yes,
the public remembering what
been here from Friday.
Right, so give me a quick recap of what you've seen so far, your own reading on Rebel Salute so far.
Say again, I didn't hear.
What are your thoughts on what you've seen so far this year at Rebel Salute?
Well, this year is a very historical year because it's about the first time we have the ganja curve right here, and we had lots of products like from ganja, and it has now become an economic development about ganja, and we kick it off right here. And the music has been great, and we have been having just a good time. And also we had the symposium and a lot of activity here with the ganja product and thing. We have Black Soil from St. Thomas and the Ethiopian Zion Coptic Church in the house, and it was a great thing that happened historically right here on this here beach.
Yeah, it is. And as he talks about the beach, Nick, you give away the microphone, but as he talks about the beach, we are strategically placed. We usually leave that to you to say exactly where we are, but what I like is just the wind that's coming from the sea behind us. As a matter of fact, if we make one step, we are in the sea. We're actually in the sea.
And this was created because, the people who have been coming here will know that over the years it wasn't exactly like this. But the owners and operators of this ground, they have done really well in creating what we are now seeing. They have built a curb.
Yes, it is actually a curb.
Curb?
It is a herb curb, but we're going to be talking to Rebel about
I hope it remains that way.
Well, you should wait. Remember this greater than it, because remember you had stuck back, So you should be wishing that it remains.
And I had Cookie earlier on.
Marcus, come here, Marcus. Marcus, give me a minute. I have to
Black Soil.
I have to say something to Black Soil, because you see, the representative of the Coptic reps on the ground here, they're the ones who actually gave us freely, Staggerback and cakes and so on. How are you doing, my brother?
Blessed.
We're going to come to your booth in a little while and talk some more about the Coptic presence here on the herb curb. But what did you give Nicholas Evans?
Never hear my sister.
What you gave Nick to eat?
Buster.
Oh, the Buster.
Yeah,
man, the Buster, with an infuse of herb oil,
Did you say
organic
infuse?
Herb oil.
Did you say infuse?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't tell him? You didn't tell Nick?
If I didn't tell him?
Yeah, you didn't tell him what was in it, the ingredients.
No, man.
Well,
don't know.
Well, Churchill.
When you come to herb curb, say.
All right. Let him tell you what happened to him. What happened to you, Nick?
Well, it's just afterwards I felt like things were spinning and all of that, and I'm saying, what is happening here?
Yes.
And I remember, that's Staggerback. So I remember quickly from people who use the sacrament that whenever they feel the effects, they get something sweet.
Yes.
So I went and got myself a decent glass of syrup. Sweet.
Did it help?
A few crackers. Yeah, well, after a few minutes, it did help.
Okay.
At least I didn't laugh around like hyenas, like some people.
There was a gentleman with no names.
Call him Rumface?
No, we won't call him that. We went into a laughing fit, and there was another gentleman, we definitely not calling that name, who had even more little challenges, right? So we leave it at that. But hey, we're going to be coming by the Coptic booth in a little while and hear some more from Black Soil. Thank you so much, though. The cake and everything is there. All right, let me just tell you, we're in the herb curb, and we have with us in a very, very special guest in the IRFM booth. Jabi is the chairman of DARC, Diaspora African Rastafari Congress. He's a holistic doctor, primarily practicing in the New York, New Jersey area. And also Profai, who needs no introduction, ancient Nabinga Chanta, Rastafari elder, we call him priest, in the building with us. How are you doing, my brother Jabi?
How are you, my love?
I'm doing very...
All's well?
All is well. We're well. If you two are well, let me just grab a microphone for you. You have come in from the cold, Jabi.
Yes, coming in from the cold to get some of the IRFM heats as well as the Rebel Salute heats as well.
Right. When did you come in? Sorry, we're just putting that closer. When did you come in?
Coming where?
Into Jamaica from the cold.
Okay, I came in cold on Friday.
Okay.
Morning, in the early AM, we out in the morning.
Okay. All right. And did you, so I take it that your first, you came on Saturday and not necessarily Friday for Rebel Salute?
No, this is my first experience at Rebel Salute. In fact, I'm within my first hour.
Oh, really? Well, welcome, even more so, welcome. We have a lot to talk about. Also, here with us is Profai, who is in the build. Sit down, Profai, Mike, we can catch on the side of this chair. Right where you are, right, yes, sir. Yes, my brother, Profai. Profai, you have bleached all we're going on because you're there from Friday. I think we don't know.
The bleach.
It's a touch you.
It's a touch you word.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Yeah, all right, from sunset to sunrise, bleach. So how was Friday night?
Well, as a bit truthful, we need a little more planning around the music.
Yes. We're not hear it too well,
with the staging and everything, because sometimes you have an artist who have just 3 hit songs, and what the people know, and that 3 hit song is like 15 minutes.
Yes.
You understand? So after that 3 hit song, people don't want to listen, they want to move. So I'll just advise Tony Rebel and planning and things that whenever an artist have 1 or 2 hit song, you only can give them at least 20 minutes.
Well, that is well said, no, providing
because sometimes it really gets boring, because sometimes it's not really a listening crowd, it's a listening and a dancing crowd.
Yes.
If you have an artist like Sanchez who can sing from now with hit song, we can keep him as long, and Paris and you know, but when you're going to have an artist now who just have 2 hit songs and you're going to put them up there for 40 minutes, you know, people really
waiting for
eating, especially eating that staggerback. You know? Which herb is really a calmer, you know?
Yeah.
So
well, I'm telling you the experience, and I'm very happy that I came to the Herb Curb, you know, because I haven't, you know, I've not been backstage, right, since I've been here. I've not been in the area of the stage area where you can literally see the show. I honestly haven't really left the Herb Curb, but I haven't, you know.
Honestly, it's the first time I've been to the Herb Curb. I'm always up front.
Yes. Me
watching
too.
the artists.
Me too, yes.
And, you know, because...
you mean this first you've been here first to the Herb Curb today? Okay.
Right, but when I come, I always up front.
Yes.
Because I'm a good critic.
Yes, and you need that.
I come here,
you need them eyes.
You know, because we see the thing grow, you know, sometimes things grow bigger than we, and we feel like, so well, it's not bigger than we.
Yeah.
And we need to carry proper planning, people to plan, you know, that we can get the thing going perfect. Because, you know,
because we saw that
about it now, regardless of that, Profile is not a part of Rebel Salute, but Profile is a part. Because I is Rasta, and Rebel is Rasta, I think I is Rasta. And when them say Rebel fall, Profile fall to down. One name of commander is Rastafari. So I am here to tell Rebel that, you know, most time we have to just, you know, go back to the drawing board, press that eject button, rewind, and come again, you know, that we can get the thing more perfect.
And to give him his benefit. I mean, this is when I came here on Friday, the first thing I said was, wow, this is really now a festival.
It is.
We have been saying that, but this year actually, just what you see, you know, more so than here, but what you see, what you feel, how people come, you know, how the venue is set up. You get this whole European festival kind of feel, and honestly, it is a good look.
Yeah, and what I'm really proud about, we have singers like Abyssinians, you know, who do Tata Masagana, 50 years, and it's still ringing in the ears, and see the ancient them up here who had set the foundation that we can build on, you know, we did this music because everyone is saying reggae music is gone from Jamaica, it is in Europe and things, but we still have it, you know. And we need all the radio stations to step up. This when it comes to Rastafari music, we need them to more step up. Do not let the system tell you that you cannot play this music because of dirty Rasta singing. And they must sing about Haile Selassie, and they must sing too much about Rasta. Because when you listen to radio now, most time, you have a certain program, you just turn off your radio. And you turn off the radio and you turn on your television. It's pure lie, you see.
And as you talk about radio stations, our colleague, brother and friend, Jerry Small, also in the IRFM booth, Jerry Small from News Talk 93. Hey Jerry, morning, welcome to the IRFM booth, first of all. And I know you must have been checking out the Herb Curb. We're very certain of that. While Jerry gets his headphone on and so on, let me have a quick chat with Ras Jomo. Jomo, you were saying? Sorry.
Yeah, I think that one of the most important things also is that you have to realize that this is now an international festival heavy. I've been coming, and if you take a look at the different sections, you can see that from all over the world, people are coming here to see the roots of music, to see the roots of how Jamaican community celebrate the icons that are traveling and doing work around the world. As an international festival, there are certain expectations that are perceived overseas that this caliber has now rise to. People are planning, months in advance to come to this place. We're always bringing new people and letting ones know around the world about how important it is to be here at this time and to be able to see many of these living icons. I've been here for a while, and many of the ones who came on stage don't come again the next year, So while we have these beautiful lives in the flesh, I think it's important to see the living lessons and to hear the stories. I talked with Ken Booth today, and to talk about the struggles, the life, the lessons. It's very important to hear that personally, how music came to be, not just the hype, but how the history and the culture, as well as from the Rasta elders.
Thank you so much, Jomo. Jerry, morning again.
Hi, how are you doing?
Greetings. Good to see you. Long time. I could do a little hugging at the meantime while we say how they do.
I have a video.
Oh. Thank you, Jerry. That was a big, All right, Jerry, you've been here, I know, and you've always been at Rebel Salute. We're just asking for your perception because, and the commentary on comparing what we've seen over the years and what this year looks like, especially with the addition of a Herb Curb and so on.
Now, understandably, once there was from the first time I went to Rebel Salute at Brooks Park, I know that this would be the biggest show in Jamaica, but it was a one night thing.
Yes.
And understandably, it was inevitable that it would go to more than one night. If it's going to go to more than one night, it's going to have to be at a place where accommodation is available. So I wasn't surprised when they moved from Alligator Pond to somewhere like this. No, the security here is good, and the discipline, and I went through the rigors of the check at the gate and all them things. I don't have no complaint because the rigor and the security is good, and business, people learn how to handle business.
So you were checked for contraband?
Yes, man, and if you're going to run a nation, you're going to have to have speed cop. Whether you're a Rasta or not, you have to have speed cop. You have to have immigration and them things. It's good experience.
And in terms of the mixture now, because now we're seeing more tourists. More tourists. It looked that way at least. We're seeing that. Joma talked earlier about what appeared to be a little bit more international, but a little bit national sponsorship. We can talk to Rebel about that, but we're seeing that, aren't we? Yes.
2 years ago, he did have written to complain.
Yes.
That Jazz and Blues was getting it and it wasn't getting it.
Jazz and Blues is cancelled.
That Jazz and Blues now is now cancelled this year.
Or is it?
No, they say they want it to be really big next year, so they're going to skip this year.
I wonder.
And Rebel Salute apparently is attracting.
Yeah. All right.
Talking about the ganja thing.
Yes.
I must say two things. I have to congratulate you on the way how you did penetrate the Negril event and highlight how meanwhile we were on the ground there, the business people were doing something otherwise.
Yes,
you know, and Obama did warn that if the big companies not going to allow you to turn this into a silver bullet.
And Jerry, we have to look at that, you know, because I don't think we even spend enough time talking about that yet and analyzing what it means, even for persons who are now rejoicing. And then we have to talk also about this idea of decriminalization of ganja, because I think that is also, we misspeak every time we talk about that, because you talk about a few ounces, you know, ganja is not decriminalized.
So what is being done, the danger is that what will be done, what is being done might remain at the level of being able to collect some taxes on it.
Yes.
And being able to win some political mileage, but still pleasing America by not legalizing it fully and so on. Even though, one more thing I want to say. When I start smoke regularly at 17 years old, automatically, a pure pipe I smoke with the first years. Automatically I used to take off my glasses after I draw the pipe couple times. What happened? The ganja had corrected the dilation in my pupil.
Oh really?
And I was able to see properly, so I just take off the glasses. And later on the scientists who studied this, it was that led them to know that it could enrich the eye.
That's interesting. Answering my eyes.
Yes.
It does I say.
And when I tell people, say when I smoke the ganja, I see better. Them say, boy, I know Jeremiah, you know, as a 17-year-old.
Well, that is good news for us who still live with glasses, dark or otherwise. All right.
I don't have as much experience as you in radio, so sometimes some things I do might be a little bit clumsy. So
please, Jerry.
I'm so glad that you melt the ice, huh?
Which ice?
The ice cap on the North Pole and the South Pole. And but anyways, I have to congratulate on IRFM 25 years. And I'm not trying to put down prime ministers, but I think that this program has done more than any of the political leadership. Thank you very much.
Jerry, you're going to talk about ice. All right, thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much. But you're here. You're not leaving. You're man. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, Junior One Blood Reed is still on stage performing at this time, and the artists left to perform include Pinchers. Me cannot glad to Pinchers are performing, but well want to see me. Half Pint, Turbulence, Movado.
David Brooks.
David Brooks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, David Brooks. Because from Rebel Salute. But so these are, what, at 6:56 you said, my sister?
6:56, it is now 6:57 a.m.
Look here, she get to work, you know. She get to work, you know. Did you hear that? She's doing pretty well.
She threatening my job?
She's threatening. At 6:57 a.m., we still have some really big names to come on stage. We are now going to, my brother, once again, let's just thank you so much again for coming in. I know you're here on some serious work, right?
Yes,
you're passing through Rebel Salute, but you're here for a whole other reason. Jabi, our listeners would have heard you call in from overseas recently to actually lay out for us why this year is so important. That is 2016, and the activities that, or the dates that are significant for this year. Remind us of that first, and then we talk about why you're here.
Well, regarding this year, 2016, first thing that come to mind is the 105th year since Rastafari became regent. His Majesty, as we know him, the Emperor Haile Selassie, became regent 105 years ago. It was also 105 years ago that the union between His Majesty and Empress Menen took place. So those would be the 105th anniversary.
Right.
But if we go forward into history, we also recognize that this is also the 120th anniversary since the victory of Hador. The victory of Hador was one of those events where the fascist forces was trying their very best to annex Ethiopia for it to be a colony just like the rest of Africa. And unfortunately for us, under the leadership of Empress Taitu, the leadership of Empress Taitu and the assistance of Emperor Menelik, we were able to defeat the fascist forces.
All right, so pretty significant here. And also, Professor, you yourself have been talking about this. You've been talking about air, and you've been talking about this off air. Listen, we need some headphones on here, please. You've been talking about this a lot, how significant the year is, 2016.
Well, as the brethren black in the sound, you know, I've been talking about this a long time. I've been talking to you about it a long time, you know. Because there are some very so this year, I see it as Rastafari here, because there's so much things, you know. The visit of His Majesty, the return to Ethiopia, 100 years of governance, you know, as Rastafari, 86 years of the crown, in 105th year of the marriage and all these things. So I look at it and say, this is the time where Rasta should really pool their resources together, because a lot of time people feel like we are disunited, but no, we are united, because look right here, every Rasta is here, and I don't see no stone thrown. Everyone is just irie, and you know, it's just the only struggle we have amongst ourselves is the economical side. And the system was designed to keep us poor. So as long as we are poor, we are going to fight. Yes.
All right. So. And talking about what the work to be done, my brother here for, as I said before, Jabi, some really serious work. Talk to us about the work you've been doing.
No, when His Majesty visited the island in 1966, one of the most important gifts that he provided to the island was a school. That school is in Painland as today. It's the Haile Selassie School. And we are here specifically to have an health symposium at the school tomorrow, where we'll provide free dental, free blood pressure, vision. In fact, we may even have some internal testing as well to determine any maladies that an individual may suffer from. So again, if you're in the community, the Haile Selassie High School is the place to be. Once again, it's the 50th year since the Emperor of Ethiopia donated the school as a gift to the island of Jamaica.
Okay, so that this is, you said we, which means that there are other persons involved.
We meaning the Diaspora African Rastafari Congress are dark. Of which I am presently the chairman of that organization. We also have Jaja Foundation, Jamaican abroad, helping Jamaican at home, thus the term Jaja. Yes. And we also have Rastafari TV. So all three organizations come together, form a union to provide the necessary social needs, in this instance, for health care.
All right. Is it open to everybody? People can just walk in?
Anyone out there in the community, just come through, man. Yeah. It starts from 9 a.m. Tomorrow morning, and it concludes about approximately 4 p.m.
And this is something that is not new. This is you all do this.
No, we're ongoing, you know, because you see, education is the key to our development. If you're dumb, you can't really talk. You see, so whether it's dumb from a utterance perspective or figuratively speaking, the fact is dumb is dumb. So we encourage education, because education is the gateway to any kind of progress and success. And when you have a school in a dilapidated condition as the Haile Selassie, we are supposed to ashamed. Here it is, an emperor of Ethiopia give us a school, and the Jamaican people, and most of all the Jamaican government, Anglit Pia, we say fire burn that. We can't deal with that.
And this is it's an interesting point and a great point to make. You also have the Marcus Garvey High School, and the schools that are carrying the names of our heroes, of our leaders,
right,
of the great ones, seem to be the ones that are not necessarily performing too well, but also neglected.
Absolutely neglected.
What is our responsibility in that, and what is the state's responsibility, if any?
No, first and foremost, the state have a primary responsibility because you have a monarch that gave you a gift. You don't treat your gift in that manner, first and foremost. Secondly, we, the citizens of Jamaica, must stress education. And if we do, that school does not look like the way it does.
Is there a greater responsibility, and we have had this conversation many times, within the Rastafari community to the Haile Selassie High School?
Well, is that a rhetorical question or a real one?
It nearly is, but answer it. It nearly is a rhetoric, but answer, because I think, and as I said before, we've had a conversation many times, but I think it still needs to be had. I mean, the question needs to be asked still.
Yes, you see, the responsible of the great Rastafari nation, and I use the term nation because we have all of the faculties and the facet of what a nation is all about. So this great Rastafari nation have a primary responsibility to stress education. And with this school being given by the emperor, who we see not just as a king, we also recognize the divine concept of the emperor as well. And as such, why should we neglect this particular entity that was given by the emperor to us?
Well, we're going to leave a question hanging. You said, there you go, it's another rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Why should we, Ras Jomo, or shouldn't we?
No, we can't. We have to step up and hack, and that's why I'm here. I am here as part of action because there's an utterance, as His Majesty say, with power comes responsibility, and we are trying to be responsible in this instance.
And we bear witness with understanding our responsibility, bearing witness. So the minute you see it, it becomes immediately your responsibility to do something. My brother, Ras Jomo.
Yes, one of the greatest responsibilities that was asked of the emperor is to organize and centralize. Organize means setting up government structure. It means organizing your ministers of education, your ministers of development. These are the things that I who know have to follow. And that's one of the same things that's happening within the states with all of our organizations. Dr. Jeffries was with us the other day. Many of the African leaders, we cannot take their information, glory in their information, and not build upon the foundation. This beach, this wall, all of this sand, it wasn't here a couple of years ago. Someone initiated a plan, someone developed a plan, someone invested in the plan, and people follow instruction. That's government.
And it's a beautiful plan. I know Nick's going into the audience that's gathering here. And as usual, we're going to throw it to you, Nick, as you talk to. So what were you going to talk to, Ricky? Okay, hey, Ricky, good morning. All right, so we're going to throw it to Nicholas Evans for a moment as we welcome to the RFM booth, Ivy, Ras Ivy, thanks for coming. And for all those who are gathering here this morning, hey, morning to you, Hotep, Uncle Jar Sineb, Life, Prosperity, Health. Nick?
Yes, Andre, I'm with a gentleman here. I'm going to ask, what does the current movement with the herb in Jamaica in terms of decriminalization and look as if we are going to move towards legalization? What does this mean to you as a Rastaman?
Well, it look good, man. It look really good. And it only look good for me alone. It look good for the whole country and the whole Caribbean and the whole world.
I see a man here, looks like he might feel 2 ounces. What does the current move in the industry mean for you in terms of what is happening nationally, internationally? What does it mean for you?
For the average person on the street, would I say it means just more social liberties, but sometimes more that is about big business and it's not for the local or small farmers. But I think in general it's a good move still.
How intimate are you with the sacrament?
Very intimate. As a matter of fact, I'm intimate with it right now.
You hear that, Cabo? The man
Yes,
is
Nick.
intimate with his sacrament right now.
Oh, Lord.
It looks like about an ounce and a half.
And I just like to say that I got mine and somebody stole it.
You got your sacrament?
Yes, somebody stole it. It was resting right on this table. It's just a little bud. It was just meant for passing under the nostrils.
Yeah. You
Somebody
see,
stole
history have a
Yes.
tendency to repeat itself. Now, during alcohol prohibition, certain activities took place, and it is eerie similar how today's prohibition is bringing back the same high society interaction within what is supposed to happen to the good herb.
Yes.
Look back at the prohibition for alcohol and pay attention to see if there's not an absolute parallel with the beer.
As a matter of fact, this is a good place to segue into. I know Nick's still with some of the audience members who are literally here, members of the Africa Forum family. We're going to come back to this. We're joined by Ras IRV, who has replenished my supply. Go ahead, Nick.
Yes, sir. I'm with a man here who wanted to replenish your supply. Sir.
Some pounds, you know.
Be careful, it's only 2 ounces.
You say, I won't be able to travel and I declare the thing already.
Well, you know, for me, it's the best thing ever happening for Jamaican people and for keeping the young people out of prison and their reputation. You know, it's the best thing ever happened. So I beg the government and whoever have the authority over these things to see that all these things used in the proper way and to help build the country in the way it's supposed to be. Please, thank you.
All right, you know, we just need to reiterate and to stress, to underline that we are broadcasting live from the Herb Curb. In that case, not everybody responsible for everything they say. All right. So, Nick, anybody else have there with you? No?
Yes, man. See a nice lady here. How do you feel about the current move with the good herb in terms of decriminalization and an apparent move towards legalization?
Well, I am feeling wonderfully great that this decriminalization has taken place. I am expecting the legalization because of our ganja is described as a dangerous drug. So I'm not expecting any legalization near, but I'm happy for the decriminalization. Know that when I'm walking around, I don't have to be scared of going to jail for a spliff. Now my mommy doesn't have to hear that I'm at jail for a spliff because I can afford the $500. So I'm giving thanks for where we reach, and I hope things will go further, and we will do some entrepreneurial work with the ganja to make money from it.
All right, Sid.
All right. And she been here from Thursday too. Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, into Sunday. As a matter of fact, she's the one who spoke about earlier who's totally confused about what day today is.
Well, remind me, what do you think today is?
I have a sure note that it's Sunday morning.
All right. Somebody told her it's Sunday.
Yeah. All right, I'm Sunday. And my 5 sons that will be sharing dinner today with my mom and my grandchildren. So bless them up.
Right, and safe journey. I'm standing beside one of our chief engineers on the ground. That would be Cubano. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Cuban, you know, when you come beside me, we just want you to greet everybody, you know, in the language that you know.
Okay, buenos días a todo el mundo. Un feliz placer de tener todos ustedes aquí con nosotros. Gracias.
Those don't understand what I'm saying.
Quattro.
You can't talk Can you talk Swahili?
No. Un poco de francés, español, portugués. Yeah.
That's not going to help you on the Africa Forum, you know.
He can speak Spanish, Portuguese.
Him speak the language of the enslavers. Very, very well. I'm doing it proudly too. Thank you, Cuban. All right, thanks to the engineers on the ground. And as I said before, Ras IRV has joined us in the IRFM booth. And, you know, just now Jabi raised a very interesting point about making a comparison between prohibition and the legalization of alcohol and what we're seeing happening with ganja. Can you reiterate that for me, Jabi, so that IRB is in on the conversation?
Yes, basically what I'm saying that during alcohol prohibition, the actions that I see taken by decriminalizing and all them BS is a major problem, because the M has no superiority over any other plant. It must be treated like all plants is treated, given that freedom to be used in whatever capacity one chooses to use it. For example, just like peppermint, just like semi-contract, just like moringa, just like any other shrub you see, herb must have that equal rights, because we say equal rights and justice stand for all, and it's not just human being, all.
Ms. Ivy, your response to that?
Well, give thanks, but I just want to say, from 1987, I asked Siaga, who is man to make law against something that was created by the same power that created man, which is going back to what Jabi is saying. All plant, all living thing was created by one power. And as such, if that power didn't want these things to be around, it wouldn't be around. So who is man to make law against those things?
You yourself, Ras Ivy, has spoken about the challenges that this whole process has thrown at not just Rastafari, but at the masses of the Jamaican people in terms of the process of decriminalization and who might be excluded. You have some serious concerns about that yourself.
Very, very serious concern, right? And that is a concern I expressed from the very moment and even before I established the Westmoreland Hemp and Ganja Farmers Association, which is the first Ganja Farmers Association to be established in the island. The concern as it is now, the fact that I sit on the CLA board, the Cannabis Licensing Authority board, I know what is happening. Right? Now, my concern is that I and I as Rastafarian and grassroots people are the ones who have borne the brunt of the persecution for marijuana. Yet looking at it from a medical industrial point of view, the grassroots people will be locked out of it, or otherwise they'll be used as simple common laborer. And the big manufacturers, which most likely will be foreigners, or Jamaican rich people who used to fight against herb, will naturally come together to exploit and manipulate the situation, leaving the very grassroots people who have fought for it all along. So my concern to the government is, what is going to be done from a governmental point of view to ensure that the grassroots people benefit, because they don't have the money that is going to be required to establish the type of facility, growing facilities, manufacturing facilities. So what is going to be done financially by the government to ensure that these people can enjoy the privileges that they are to be enjoying?
Because the danger in all of this, is that here we are at Rebel Salute in the herb curb. There's a license that was given for this to happen. And for me, it is almost ridiculous, that situation that is unfolding, that this is what Rastafari has been brought to in terms of ganja. So that for me it is smoke and mirrors. There's a little bit of decriminalization of how many ounces?
2 ounces and less.
Right, so that even when we say that ganja is decriminalized, that statement is false. That the decriminalization of 2 ounces. So we can't even say that there's a decriminalization of ganja, and we're saying that on the herb curb. Now we have to get a license.
And that is what I've been saying from early 2014. You cannot decriminalize and at the same time charge a person for it. You don't decriminalize.
No.
Right? Yeah. But there are certain laws that go for the average individual that does not go for I. For example, the 2 ounces does not go for Rastafari. Right? I can have a pound of herb, a half pound, a 2 pound, driving along the road legally as a Rastaman. I am free.
Until you have a car trunk full.
But a lot of people.
How much you can have? What the maximum you can have?
No, well,
what the maximum amount of white rum a Rastaman can, a man with locks can travel down the stream with?
No, a man.
There's no limit.
Any man.
It's limitless.
It's limitless.
That's what we say.
Right.
And you see, and although as one within the great Rastafari nation, a rising tide lifts all boats. Why should one boat lift up and the next boat don't lift up if the tide is going to rise? Well, let's ponder that reality.
Yes.
The fact that we will get, as Rastafari, I will get what I fight for. If we don't fight, we're not getting anything. So if I decide that, look here, herb is the I, and we know why you can't tell I what amount to have, what amount to grow, because I are the ones who have been at the forefront, then I am sure I will get what is I own.
And in terms of the economic benefits, there are concerns there for Rastafari, I'm quite sure.
Yeah,
in terms of access to the pharmaceutical deals, medicinal, they talk about medicinal ganja and all of that. It seems to me as if that whole thing is...
If I may interject, there's a distinction between hemp and marijuana. Hemp is the umbrella that covers all aspects of the plant, including marijuana. So therefore, one can have industrial hemp, medicinal hemp, and hemp in use in fabrics and the textile industry, etc., etc. Now, if we are looking at the big picture, then indeed we will cover everything. And remember, even though we as a Rastafari nation has been persecuted, when it is free, we fight for the liberation for all, not just for the great Rastafari nation.
And that is true, because the opportunity has been given to Rasta from 1978, and Rasta refused it, because we are our people's freedom fighter. We spearhead the struggle. So if you can give us something, we want it to our people too, right? And that's why.
I know the symposium happened yesterday. Were some of these issues covered at the symposium?
Well, I heard some of it, right? I would have wanted, based on my role in Jamaica over the years, I would have wanted to be a part of the panel. I was not invited.
You weren't invited to be on the panel?
Right, so I just give thanks, but I give thanks to who were there, what was said. But with my experience, I think I could have added something to it.
Do you know why you weren't invited?
No. No, but if you know, you know.
No, but you said it, but you brought it up heavy, that means you feel away.
No. I'm saying I could have contributed something to that discussion.
I heard that, that's why I asked you.
Right. You know?
The owner for the Let's give thanks for this cannabis curve, and Rasta write a new tune.
Just give us a little piece of the one with me, just a little piece. Simplify right there, so now you don't know it going on, so give a little piece.
Ganja agriculture calls for a name. Rasta at the root of the tree. Legalize it, make it grow. Marijuana, we take it as food.
The wrong one you just tell me. Me want the one who say, the owner for the oil.
Through the oil, bus fear gone up. Through the oil, plain fear gone up. The oil of the woman is good for the man, and the oil of the man is good for the woman. Your man oil, woman oil, olive oil, gas oil, kerosene oil, coconut oil, cooking oil, cream oil, crude oil, mixed oil. Who are the owner for the oil?
All right, that's hot in the house.
Cabo.
Let me enjoy myself.
In the chair, at time to paint the White House black.
Ras Horton. We're going to hear from him before the morning is out. Wasana, see you okay there, sir? Right, sir.
Marijuana. Jamaica plant the best marijuana in the world. So we should legalize it for every purpose, for every nation.
As the sun comes up in all its glory here at the Herb Curb at Rebel Salute, Movado is now on, David Books is now on stage. Do we take a break? We take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, we're coming to you live from the Herb Curb here at Rebel Salute. I see my brethren right over there, sir. I don't know if we can walk over there. We'll come back to the conversation, but I just want to walk along this strip here because we're not the only one in the Herb Curb. We also have in the Herb Curb various booths and various products on display. So we're going to make a quick walk. You want to walk with me, Jabi? Perfect. All right, we just want... Keep an eye for me, please. I have everything right there. So let me get my dark glasses because it's so hot now. Perfect. Open this minute, please. All right, we're coming to you live from the Rebel Salute, from the Herb Curb. And we're going to be talking to Rebel himself, the big man, Johnny Rebel, in a little while. How you doing, my sister Jackie Root?
Greetings and good morning. It's been a pleasure.
Good to see you. You come from Friday?
No, man, it's expensive. If me never get sponsorship, me couldn't come. But we still give thanks. You know, there's a lot to learn. We die for the same thing. Same way.
We're glad to see you. We're glad to see you. We circle and come forward. All right. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, you know, say a Prezi. And we're there, Rebel Salute. And I tell you, say the vibes just right, you know. And bless up IRFM all the time. One love.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. What about yourself?
Blessed Andrea, big up yourself. You see, love. They are Rebel Salute. Love all the time.
Tell me what you have in your hand here.
Well, I am representing for Crystal Arts. I am Nelsh. I sell medicinal jewelry and I do a wide variety of artwork. Crystal Arts is a young group that's formed by 2 members right now, adding a third as excess member right now. So we are growing slowly.
Look good, we love the ink and all of that. Look good, natural products. How I make them things here?
The RSI dark seed, nickel, lucky seed, which is sycamore seed. We have dark seed, jupe steers, and we have a wide essential amount of seeds. You can find us on Facebook at Crystal Arts.
Nice, we love them. And coconut. Coconut, this is not coconut?
Yeah man, coconut shell. These are the native coconut as well. And this is uncarved and it is also smooth by hand. No chemicals attached to it. Circulate through your pulse.
We love it. Good work, good work. Give thanks, brother. Give thanks. All right, as we walk along the strip, because on stage now, Movada is on. Sorry, David Brooks.
David Brooks.
And Nico, you're there. All right, so Nick, you're at that stall. Tell me what you're seeing there. What David House turn?
This is the stall that is the culprit for that. Buster.
Oh, this is it.
This is the stall. I think these are the Buster.
All right, the Buster is right in a little basket there.
Those are the legal ones, okay. So what is in this chips? Look into it.
Cassava, plantain, breadfruit, and sweet potato.
Nothing from the good herb?
Yes, a little dust on it.
Oh.
On the chips.
But you need to label it, man, so that when I take up this and I'm buying some chips, I know the good medicines in it.
Yes, we're working on that.
Nick, careful now you talk about the medicine. Remember what the medicine did to you. All right, so.
But they have lots of natural products, Cabo. I'm seeing some sorrel jelly and all kind of stuff. What I need to know, these jelly, sorrel jelly and all of that, is a good herb in it as well?
Some of them, yes.
Some of them?
Yes.
You hear that, Cabo? So just about anything you find on here, whether it's jelly for your bread or your biscuit, it could have herb in it.
There you go. But you never know that yesterday.
But then again, we are on the herb curve.
Exactly. All right, so with our sister here, and you know, Puffy just said to me, you have to interview this sister with our Steve Pipe. How you doing, sister?
Greetings, family. Yes, I.
Where you from originally?
Me, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, you know. Tough like iron. I'm an artist. I do music and I do clothing, crochet, screen printing. I will say STEAM team, you know.
This is really a long one. Tell us about this one.
You know, I got it right here in the herb curb. I'm a virgin, I sell them. And coconut, not all natural. We are combine air, fire, water. The clay is the earth, you know, so all the essentials. So it's a vibration, you know?
It's a vibration. Describe it for our listeners so they know exactly what you have in your hand.
Yes, a steam chalice. Bamboo, coconut, and clay. All natural. Is a natural vaporizer. So you can vaporize in the mountain, at the beach, anywhere.
Can you vaporize the space right here, son? Alright, we'll watch her. Just have to watch her. She vaporizing the space. Nick, you don't come anywhere near here. Because you can't manage this thing. Alright, vaporization going on right here.
I'm staying close enough just to see what is happening.
Alright, so it's in the cold, just lighting up. Alright, it is really a long one. That
you go over there, you see a tall one.
Alright, we're going to go over there for the tall. What's the name again?
Tough like iron.
Tough like iron. I'm here to tell you with our Steve Pipe. Where's the sister Jackie?
But not easy. It's not an easy thing. You have to be tough like iron to manage steam pipe. Remember me tell you.
I'm here to tell you. Papa, thank you very much for showing me this sister because right here on the herb curve. Jackie, you were just handing me. Yeah, tell me about this.
Yeah, the Black History Bingy happens at Hassan Manson Village. That's my place, Rio Brock, February 1. One light. February 1, Black History Bingy at Mama Jackie Roots is Hassan Manson, Rio Brock, Trelawney.
All right, give thanks. Enough people are trying to take a chill and not appear with a man, you know. Look here, your dog will get you know. Many listeners know who we're talking to right here. It's like you are everywhere. You don't know that.
This is Aya Bingi Ashanti Tafari, Kemetic yoga teacher out in Portland, Jamaica. I'm pleased that you're talking to me on the radio, you know, because we just finished a Kemetic sound healing retreat in Portland with my teacher, Onkaku, and he's here on the grounds.
Yes, and you were introducing me, and I'd like to have a conversation with him in a little while. So what are you chilling with?
I'm just chilling with some high-grade via bongo money and a full joy, and it's been steaming all night and yesterday. It's lovely. Rebel Salute in the house, you know. Biggest reggae show in the world in Jamaica by Rasta.
You look good, my sister. Bassett segment, I am being gay. Just chilling with some All right, Rasai, my brethren. I am not surprised to book you in the herb curb.
Well, most definitely, you know, Rebel Salute is one of those signature events that we would always come out to. But, you know, as part of the advisory team, I have to come and see what is happening with the herb curb.
Have you met Jabi, who was in for the Haile Selassie High School?
It was a surprise to see Jabi just slip in and slip out, you know, but we're on the same page.
Yeah.
You know, even with the calendar events coming up for 2016, Jabi is one of those in the forefront, so we give thanks. But just looking at the herb curb, even from Ganja Fest, Cabo, I didn't talk to you personally.
Yeah.
It look like Ganja gone left way. I say big companies, big corporations, and big people like them have it. And the Rasta man, they don't identify from.
And this is one of the reasons why I asked Jabi to walk with me along this trip, because we're in the herb curb, and I'm saying, where's the Rasta present in terms of the booth? Rasta is everywhere here, but in terms of the business end of things.
No, it seems like we just plant it, smoke it, sell it to a brethren. But in terms of industrializing the thing to when we see it reach now, we don't even start train feet yet.
So it's sad.
Generally speaking.
I go away from which I
Generally speaking, though, you see, when it comes to the social, economic strata, Rasta have a lot of progress to get involved in that. Because we have been lagging along because of certain mentality that totally abhor progress. And we can't abhor progress. We're supposed to embrace progress. And the industries is what allow progress. Until the great Rastafari nation recognize and start acting in that capacity, we will become like the ones who is always asking, praying. But then here comes the opportunity for which one ask and pray, and it is neglected. That's an oxymoron.
It's a role for the younger generation. The younger generation have to go play for them role now. Because you know with elders how it was back in the days. Now it reached a stage now. The younger, intelligent minds now we have to come together and work to make it happen.
You see, what I'm looking at is the question that our host asked, walking around the hemp circle or the herb circle or curve or what have you. And the lack of Rastafari business representation. That should never be in an event that is hosted by a Rastafari bridge. On top of it all. And that is where we find we have been lacking in our social economic strata. Once again, we have to be more involved in the social economy because that is what will guide the youth to recognizing they need to do it, because the children learn from their peers, but they also learn from the elders. And if the elders drop the ball, just like Humpy Dumpy, sometime it can't put back together again.
Welcome, we just hope for the best at 2016 right now. We hope for the best right now. We give thanks to see what I see right now. It needs a lot in terms of improvement, but with great minds it will happen. You know,
I think thanks. All right, Rastafari, I think you probably have some idea, I don't know, of some of the activities that might be planned or are planned for the year, for the 2016. What can you tell us?
All right, the Battle of Ottawa. You know, we have the 120th anniversary at the Victory at Ottawa. That will be in Portland by Mama Fire. Just reminiscing that victory on behalf of the Ethiopian people. Come April, you know, in the month of April is the Golden Jubilee visit of His Imperial Majesty. Come 5th of May, 75th anniversary of that victory over Italy.
Yeah, in fact, the 5th of May is one of the most significant events in this centennial year of Our Majesty. Why is the 5th of May so important? It was the 5th of May that the death of fascism took place, because with the triumphant return to Ethiopia of His Majesty, his utterances absolutely brought to a demise of the fascist forces. Thus the domino effect resulted in the dismay of one Adolf Hitler, another Benito Mussolini, and all of their fascist cronies. So,
and in fact, the League of Nations.
Yes, but the League of Nations, that was at not that particular time.
No.
See, we're talking about this specific 8 years. See, in 1936, right, when His Majesty visited the League, that was a most profound as well. But the 1941 visit, which make it the 75th this time around, that is what we say when signed. The match was struck in 36. However, the burn-up took place 1941.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Michael Barnett just coming in from Barbados, from the Pan-African conference there in Barbados. I want to hear a little bit about that, and also the plans out of the University of the West Indies, the committee, the 50th year committee. Before we talk to Dr. Michael Barnett, Professor, you wanted to say? Yeah, Professor, you were saying?
Yes, concerning 5th of May. 5th of May is a very important day. Years gone by, we used to keep 5th of May bingy.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
But through 5th of May, come in the same time of All African Liberation Day, which is the 25th of May. And then the April bingy would finish at the time. The Naya Bingi House of the Rastafari family erased 5th of May and only keep 25th of May. So I eventually still keeping 5th of May at my gates.
Yes.
And there was a time when Bongo Time was going to Hanover to check out the place, the 25th of May Bingi. Yeah. When he come at my gate, it was 5th of May, and he see the full house gathering chanting. So he go back to the Bingi house and said, you know what? Profile keep 5th of May Bingi same way, not even tabernacle in Navido. And he bring it to the house and say, yeah, we have to revive 5th of May again. So I continue keeping 5th of May.
Yeah.
But over the years now, the family find out that Profile was born on that day. So a lot of one do not come anymore because they
say I celebrate your birthday.
So
it's interesting
it's
because
not my fault.
Yeah,
to born on a beautiful day where it's not only Profile celebrate that day. When that day come, I work the hardest. I have to cook, wash, clean, set up tabernacle, this and chant all night. So my birthday is not a, it's a hard
thing.
So we give thanks the brethren, Jabi, who come and declare the power, because there are certain days that we celebrate where His Majesty never give a night to celebrate. He said All African Liberation Day, and he said 5th of May, Ethiopian Liberation Day, and the coronation. Those are the only 3 days. The other days is 7th of January. Rasta don't celebrate Christmas. But we still chant, as the little brethren the Rasta, someone will praise God for Sunday, but we praise Him from Monday to Monday. So we give thanks, so I hope the one them get the fullness and know that 5th of May belong to all of us.
And as we're joined by Dr. Michael Barnett, I know that you're on one of the committees. Tell us about that 50th anniversary committee.
Yes, Sister Cabo and all IRI FM listeners, we're going to have a momentous 50th visit anniversary celebration here in Jamaica and hopefully in the rest of the Caribbean as well. But one of the things that has been planned is a motorcade. Members of the Nyabingi House have reasoned and come up with a prospective motorcade for the 21st of April, and they will be going to Norman, Washington, Manley, and they will receive Prince Myers, Sally Selassie, who is one of the grandsons of His Majesty, and that's very important because Prince Myers, Sally Selassie has indicated a great yearning to be part of the 50th visit celebration. So the motorcade would probably go to National Heroes Park, and it would, make a few stops that His Majesty made 50 years ago. So Michael College is one of the places, Jamaica College, UTEC, University of the West Indies.
So you're literally retracing that route then?
We're going to try to retrace it. I mean, we're going to include, in terms of what is feasible, as many of the places His Majesty actually visited. And very important, we plan to have a ceremony at the Haile Selassie High School on the 22nd, which was actually the day that His Majesty founded the foundation pillar of the school. So on the very day, which is 22nd of April, it was founded in 1966. So on the 22nd of April this year, 2016, we're going to have a special Founders Day celebration. With Prince Myers, Sally Selassie as well wants to be a part of that. And we'll be doing a couple of presentations, That one should really, for me, it seems that there are more than one. You have more than one committees, right? Is there a 50th anniversary It's a merging of various different ones and ones.
Have they actually merged?
some have merged.
It don't sound that way to me, no, Michael.
Some committees are merged, but there are numerous planning committees, and I'm not going to say all of them are merged, because that is not the case.
No, but what I'm wondering is where the overlap and the confusion might come in if you have so many different committees.
Right. Well, this is why it's very important. Very good point, Sister Kabu. Very important that there is dialogue, communication, open communication with the various committees, because they cannot. The reality is that, you know, many different ones are planning, you know, and there will be confusion and there will be incoherence if there isn't.
I heard about a King's House event. Is that event a Rasta event?
It's a proposed event. I would like to talk about that.
At King's House?
The King's House is that is a proposal on the table.
That sounds like a contradiction, but I'm not getting involved, you know.
Well, His Majesty was at King's House 50 years ago.
So
even though that, I hear what you're saying. In terms of the ceremonial aspect, despite the contradiction you mentioned, yes, there is that.
Oh, it's a serious contradiction, Michael. It's not an ordinary contradiction.
Yes. Well, it's something that's still under discussion and it's still being debated. So, you know, I leave it at that for the moment.
Yeah, sorry, Jabi, you wanted to come in just now.
Yes, I was coming in to echo your sentiments about unity, because of all the things that are instructions that the great Emperor of Ethiopia gave to us is to organize and centralize. What greater opportunity for us to utilize that than this 50th anniversary?
Well, point well taken. Any response to that, Michael?
Yes, obviously the opportunity is here for the unity, but it's not going to be organic. We have to work at it. It's not going to happen, and we have to be realistic. So we have to be talking with each other, you know, effective communication. We have to work on that. It's just a reality.
I totally agree with that. Ross Joma, you've been without a microphone for the longest while, so hold mine, fellow, go ahead.
Well, the microphone holding is really, I think, to coordinate the mission and the way forward. We have a lot of analytical things of history, and we need history to make sure that we progress without the same mistakes. Let's try some new mistakes. But at the same time, I think that we need to, we were speaking with the elders, we're going to have to aggregate the knowledge of the young generation before they become frustrated and disgruntled because of a messy or unorganized house that has been left. We want to clean up so that we can move forward, because progress is ready all over the world. Rastas in every country. How do we organize and collectively use the knowledge and the skills, especially that these young people have? They're the masters of every science and every economic plan, but they need a home to work in, an organized, loving home to work in.
Kabu, if I may add something, right? Because the Nyabingi House has been the organ that has been responsible for the reenactment of the visit of His Majesty over years upon years. So this year we want to do the same thing, but we want to coordinate. We want to coordinate the program as much as possible with other individuals who...
No, I didn't get you, Ivy. Did you say that there's a Nyabingi House that are planning the reenactment that you told us about, that Michael told us about?
Yeah, that's the same thing. So we have been talking to Mikey, we have been talking to Mitzi and others who have been meeting at the university, because we want to coordinate the program, right? On the other hand, in terms of what Jadi mentioned...
But you cannot coordinate it on the air, you know, because I see where Michael just took a deep breath a while ago.
No. Eh?
No,
You're coordinating?
We spoke, man. That's why the issue of the motorcade, which was reasoned about last week, Sunday, we had communication prior to that. So I am communicating, certainly with the people who met at Pit 4, I have been in communication with. Let me just say that. Right. So Rasai Avi and Sister, you know, Mitzi and so forth is part of the coordinating committee, you know.
Yeah.
So quickly, Kabu, I just want to say to the listeners that...
And just as you say that, just let our listeners know that Half Pint is now on stage. I think I'm going to leave the program to 4-5 I'm not going to watch half bite, but I'm joking though. Yeah, go
Let me
ahead.
just quickly say to Westmoreland people in particular, come the 29th of this month, we'll be at Orange Hill, the Westmoreland Hemp and Ganja Farmers Association. The 30th, I and I will be, from an Ayabingi point of view, at Lucy, the CURB. We have to mobilize the Rasta community. We have to mobilize the grassroots community in order to protect the economic aspect of the medical industry that is about to be established. We cannot be left behind, and we cannot leave the situation to the government. Rastafari.
Agreed on that. Agreed on House of Dread. My brother in the house, how you doing?
Blessed love, as always, the troublemaker. I have a sore point. If you go to Wolmer's, you know who is the founder. If you go to JC, you know who is the founder. For you see evidence there. Now tell me how Emperor Haile Selassie come to Jamaica, and the one place he put his energies in and laid a foundation stone, that stone has been removed by who? There was in that school a giant photograph of Emperor Haile Selassie, nearly 6 feet tall. It's no longer there. By who? Now this year, if you're talking about doing something, you will replace the foundation stone that Haile Selassie left there. And you will make certain the students who go there know who is the founder. There is no other school who has been founded by an emperor, and you pay this kind of disrespect.
Brother there from House of Dread, Elder
Purty Dread.
Yeah, Purty Dread from House of Dread. We love him enough.
Dread, you know.
Yes, we love him.
And,
Well spoken.
A lot of people don't recognize House of Dread because House of Dread was even before 12 Tribe. When 12 Tribe was looking their member, they go to House of Dread to get member to farm. So, you know, but give thanks to House of Dread.
Representing, yes. And very important point he made there, a very important point, and the conversation must be had. Do we have the answers to those questions that you raised, do you know?
Yeah, we have to. We have to go on a research. Yeah.
Yes. Recently, I have that same dialogue with His Majesty grandson. And I implore him to, because Ethiopia is known as a country with some of the best marbles in the world. So my instruction to him was have some of those artists in Ethiopia carve a marble statue of His Imperial Majesty and place it on the school with a bus that will state when the school was given and by whom. So it is impossible for one to come into the school without seeing that erected monument for the great majesty of Ethiopia.
We're coming to you live from the Herb CURB, right here at Rebel Salute, and we're very happy to see the ones and ones who are gathered here. We want to talk a little bit about the Coptic representation at the Herb CURB, so we're heading in this direction to say greetings again to my brother Marcus and the team in here in this particular booth, which is a Coptic representation. Who can tell us a little bit, Marcus, who's going to talk about the Coptic church in Jamaica? All right, just a little bit more about the Coptic church in Jamaica. All right, you're talking? All right.
Yes, the Ethiopian Zion Coptic Church was one of the first that used the sacramental rites right here in Jamaica of marijuana, the herb. And as you can see, we got some of the original Coptic members here, which is Brother Churchill and Black Soil, Marcos. And we've come from St. Thomas with all this product right here. The buster that you had is right here from a part of the Coptic.
The Coptic representation in Jamaica is more, it's economic as well as from a religious perspective in terms of the church. Talk to us about those two different elements of the Coptic representation on the ground here.
Yes. Well, the economic part is one part, but it is the spiritual part. And the spiritual part is we have the chief elders and elders of Coptic that worship under the Ethiopian Zion Coptic Church religion, which is a part of Melchizedek order. Right now, what we're doing is putting forward and showing that Coptic was one of the first with Naya Keith, Brother Lover, and all the brethren from America and also brethren from Ethiopia.
And next thing too, is the only, it's like a full Rasta church. Other Rasta, like other, you know, you have a tabernacle with bamboo and but I'm telling about a real structure. Like where you can go to Ethiopia and say a structure. So go check it out in St. Thomas, Button Bay.
Bull Bay, St. Thomas. And for persons who want
Button Bay Center.
Sorry, Button Bay. For the person who want to be part of the Coptic membership, how can they be?
Just try the east.
Come to the east. Come up to the church. The church is upon Crichton Hall in St. Thomas.
In other words, what does worship look like and when do you meet?
Well, right now we just meet up in the hills and plant, you know. You see me? So that is where it is.
And they pray also up in the hill, brothers coming together. Because Coptic is about love, first and foremost. And Coptic is also about the development of our people.
When people hear Coptic, I know that in Jamaica immediately, because historically, this is how Coptic was introduced in Jamaica in terms of how people came to know Coptic. You think ganja, historically.
Definitely.
Is that right?
That's the sacramental rite.
Yes. That's why you have to remember Coptic. Because we set it. You know what I mean?
And there's a lot of elders that was persecuted for ganja in the movement of freeing up the weed.
Yes, I'd love to ask you a question concerning, is it the old Coptic from St. Thomas where you have this building where they have the ground painted to red, gold and green?
Correct. When Naya Keith.
And I refuse from walking on the red, gold and green.
Well, the church is not, it's not painted in red, gold and green.
I got there years ago.
On the floor.
Was red, gold and green. I'm asking you, is it
still Marcus?
Red, gold and green?
It's the, I want to
well, it's not, no, it's not red, gold and green.
I want to say the church stay the same from that time. As I say, it's an anciency. We set it, you know what I mean?
Well, I as a brethren don't know from such time. Do I see? Yes, so
yeah, go ahead.
From them time, you know, because I remember when the police them raid, they captured them 1977. See, I was in the hill. I ended up got to jail for 100 days. All of us was in jail together. And when I got there, I tell the brethren that I cannot walk up on the red, gold and green. I see, so.
All right, maybe a conversation to continue off air, but we are talking to the Coptic brethren.
It's just an education.
Oh, you do. To talk to them how we visit and even broadcast from the Coptic church in St. Thomas. Thank you so much, my brother Junior Negos. How you do? Thank you so much, Marcus. How you do?
Blessed Sister Cabo. Well, we want to say condolences to Mama Enid, the Nyabingi matriarch of Steel, to her family, and give thanks for the gathering here today. Herb Corner. A lot of things has been said, but I would just like to say, Brother Jerry Small spoke publicly on his radio that Mr. Golden has manipulated a legislation within the ganja movements, and it's really manipulating the Rastafari community. And he also said that there's a few races in the community who are riding piggyback with Mark Golden and some riding side saddle. Yeah.
All right, so that is Brother Junior D, because they're quoting Jerry Small. I don't know if Jerry heard that, you know. But Jerry, Junior, you know, I don't want to refresh you because I don't know if it's slander or if it is true. But Junior, what you said, Jerry talked about a piece of legislation that you said you heard Jerry sing.
In the Rastafari, the legislation that Mark Golden has legislated is really so much for the benefit of the Rastafari community, and that races should be careful of the side saddle and piggyback ride with Mark Golden.
Yeah, it's their piggybacking. It's their piggybacking and riding side saddle. Yes, and we're not condemning it, but it's danger of a trick, robbery by trick, and it's an electoral ploy as well as a taxation ploy, and we must get the most. We mustn't turn out of many in a pinnacle, and pinnacle must return. Out of many is being lent, and I'll give them a Rasta. They want to lend out of many to Rasta, and I'm so glad that Kabu brought up in the grill the backroom dealings, like Joseph Kennedy, father of John Kennedy, the backroom dealings. Meanwhile, the conference and the display going on. We don't want to discourage your brethren, but we don't want them ride side saddle. And we don't want nobody put on no hamper nor no saddle on them things. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kabu.
All right, thank you, Jerry. Good thing he was right here to respond on that. You know, honestly, sometimes we forget where we are, but we're in St. Anne at Rebel Salute, and it is a really, really lovely day. Nick, where are you? But it's a
I'm really by the cliff looking over into the sea. I won't jump though.
So you shirk your duties, Nick. Go on a cliff, go and look over and see.
I'm just looking at the beauty of I'm right behind the IRFM tent.
Oh, behind you're in the sea, Nick. You're going in the water.
The beauty of the venue.
You're still in the venue. All right, but anyway, really a beautiful day here in St. Anne. A really beautiful day at Rebel Salute, which is still on the way. Tracy and Shamara still on the way here at the Plantation Cove as we come up on another booth. Authentic, transforming, participating community activities, centered, engaging, creating, producing Rastafari indigenous village. Wait! Come here, Philippa.
A familiar face.
You see that though? I just walk up on the former employee of, probably still employed. I think she's in the sales department now, isn't it? Philippa. My brother, you know, so there's something where you give me them teeth, though.
Greeting in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Queen Empress Mesero Menen, I Chesedek. Yes, Angia, this is Bongo Money speaking from Tony Rebel. Give thanks to Rebel, give thanks to everyone that make it possible, and give thanks for the unity and the love that I see on this venue, and I hope it will continue forever just like this. One love in the name of High Majesty, Joe Rastafari, Joe Rastafari, Joe Rastafari. Love no black people.
I tell you the vibe, Irie, right? Just really, really Irie. You know, yesterday you carried something for me and them teeth it.
So what happened?
You know, let me just rest it somewhere and somebody just move it. No, make it was a plenish. Me alright still. Me alright.
Well, give thanks, you know.
Yeah, look at you, my honor, Jim. Thank you so much. But you didn't tell me what to do with it. It's just a pass under the nose.
Yeah. Well, aside go. Never mind. You know? Always be a cheerful giver.
Oh, thank you so much. You've been here for the 3 days, though.
Yes. Big up to all the rebel, Africa, and all the sponsors who make this possible. Provide me brethren right now. Big up Sister Nama, IFEMA, IKAMA, Rasaini, Lana, Oil, all my family, my biological family, my heretical family. Love you all. Bongo man said, love the whole world.
All right, it's Irene on the herb curve.
All right, Cabo, we have been joined by Tony
Lalibela.
Cabo. In the herb curve.
Yeah, in the herb curve. Boy, me I tell you, easy, man. Look at the herb curve sell off.
Yes, it sell all.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we give thanks. And we give thanks to Running Africa is now working from the herb curb today. I want it better than that.
Tony, brilliant job. Brilliant job.
Give thanks. Well, we put in the work still. And we still have enough growth and development to make, man.
You not tired, man?
Very. But, like His Majesty, we just make sure, say, for them 2 days there, for the 2 weeks, that we just work.
Yeah.
Take less sleep, because we don't have time to do that after. But the people, them happy. I will love that.
That is true. And just like our Bongo Man is a while, really the vibe. Really, Ari. Did I take the rebel interview from you, Nick? I apologize for taking the rebel interview.
No. As a matter of fact, I was taking him to you, but I tell him, you should just brace. Because when you speak, you will hear.
All right. So, Rebel, just, I'm here in the herb curb. And over the period I've been here, I'm thinking about the early days.
Yes.
When time they went colder than this.
Yes.
And you knew that it was going to be a 3-day festival.
Yeah. Somewhere in the back of my head or at the side, it did occur.
Yeah.
But, it started from the little Earth Day celebration, as I know you know.
Yes.
14th of January 1994 in Fairs Entertainment Center. And the truth is, we never have the anticipation of it going that far. But at the time, we knew it was something good, so we just take it one step at a time. And now where it's at, we give thanks.
Do you see this? I know you can't see too far when it comes to venues.
Yes.
But this is a good venue.
Robert Bryan has one of the best venue right now in the whole of the Caribbean.
This is good.
Yes, and Rebel Salute proved to me that it is one of the best reggae show in the world.
And we see things changing as we go along. So here we are Sunday morning on a 2-day festival.
Same. Are you predicting something?
I totally predicted already.
All right.
Right? This is a 3-day festival.
Well, I am
hands down.
I am not fighting prediction. I'm not fighting prophecy. And I won't fight the fulfillment either. I will accept.
All right, tell us about how you feel now about the first execution of the herb curb.
Well, I feel great about it. There's a couple of things that happen. It's the first time in the Rebel Salute history that we had things happening in the venue that was of equal importance simultaneously. Because while the herb curb was having the symposium yesterday, the show was going on up there. And some people were here and some were up there. Only in Europe we always go and see.
Yes.
Where, we have the double stage.
Yes.
So I told Mr. Bryan yesterday that it's a clear indication that you could have the big stage and the little stage. You could have a next stage down at this section that could have put on a show. The herb curb is what brought that kind of thing to
because
us.
I want to tell you, Tony, for those of us who are here, not for we not touch up stage, I have not been backstage. No, it's true. I have not been in the venue up there, so This is all right for me.
Well, let me tell you something. The first time I saw the crowd was this morning when I went on stage with Barry Salmon. I never see it at all. Because when I leave the Herb Curb, I was all about walking up and down and doing all sorts of things. And even though your body did not leave the Herb Curb.
No, me was all over the place. Bro.
My mind did not leave that. I always asking Jayda, what is going on down at the Herb Curb? And everybody said nice.
No, right, Jomo, we had it under control.
Yes, yes.
We had it under control. Nice.
No, the symposium was good. Muta asked some pertinent questions. The minister was sharp. Him understand it. And even though we love people, but me rate the politician there, Mark Golden. Me think he put himself on a limb for kind of give way. That's something there for sacrament. So I want to big him up still. Yeah, and that not means something at the phone.
Rebel, there's a whole lot to go. There's a far way to go, you know.
Yeah, man.
Regarding this.
A good start.
Even when we are talking about the decriminalization and possibly, Nick is predicting legalization. I don't see it. But for right now, because I think it's a trick.
Well, someone is telling us that there is some treaty in terms of agricultural products between like Jamaica and places like Switzerland and so that does not really exclude cannabis.
Okay.
So maybe there are certain provisions in certain laws here that we just need to peruse and really find out what it is, because we are some people who just wait until things happen and don't know that we can be a part of the process.
And I think, Tony, we also have to look at the treaty that made that treaty null and void.
All that too.
The fine print of those trade deals. But there's a lot to go. There's a far way to go. The symposium, did you manage to attend?
Yeah, man. I couldn't make that pass. Well, it was here. First of all, it was well attended. And I think all the speakers were brilliant. The configuration of the Herb Curb was nice. The setup with all the machine that makes the herb oil and seeing all the different tents, the Epica and the IRFM banner over there.
We tell you, we don't tell you,
Yes, I went in there. I went in there, and sat when you left.
Did you look up?
Yeah, man, I got sit down in there.
Oh.
I sit down in the nice couch where you think you're going to bring them the fat couch, come over and sit down there. I did. But the whole argument within the Herb Curb was good. I think it was very educational. I learned a few things myself. We just want people to implore the kind of vibe about the ganja, to know that it is not all about smoking either. Because for me, I think that's the least you can do with herb. I know it can make 25,000 different products. And the medicinal value, it's second to none. And every other thing about it. So we just have to explore it and know, say, we have a kind of goal around us, but we have to know how to deal with it.
How to deal with it. Lalibela, and you know, we have a very good friend who works at Iron named Big Game.
Yes.
And if I don't ask you this question, I can't go back there.
On the air.
Ask you on the air.
Yes, ask me on the air.
You sure?
Yeah, man, I can answer.
Because I know Big A is a literary person.
Yeah, man.
And he took the words Herb Curb literally. He looked behind it and inside of it and analyzed it.
And how?
Asked,
what did he come up with?
Aren't we afraid that we are curbing the herb?
No, but maybe it's an indication that is what is happening and we need more. Maybe even though some people think it is legalized, but they didn't know that it has been curbed a little. You know what I mean? So it all depends. I am a poet too and a lyricist. So I use my rhymes to provoke people's mind. That was what that is all about.
Because it really provoked me.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about it.
Yes.
And you know, the point you make, I think, is pretty good. And it's good to situate that within the Herb Curb context of what is happening regarding what we think is happening and what is not happening. That
exactly.
Is the
Exactly.
Right? So, all right.
Yeah,
so, Big A?
That's the definition. No, well, Big A is a bright virgin. When me and him are reason for all 2 hours and then something like that.
Yeah.
So, me kind of know, say, him not fool. So I know he would have, thought about it, that as something rebel I say, that. Just like if you say, what a nice place to live, sweet jam down. Yeah? But the next line I say, say $1 not run. Yeah. So I we that. We know if we put the thing sometime.
And good, we're going to continue our conversation, Rebel. So how do you foresee Not just Rebel Salute, but Herb Curb.
No, man, well, Herb Curb is a seed. So, and it has been planted on fertile soil. So if it is nurtured in a proper way, then real good fruits can be had. So
Are you the extended metaphor?
Yes, so that is where it's at. It's a seed.
Well, Bongo Money just give me something.
Bongo Money are the boss.
And because you have done such a brilliant job.
You're going to give me?
I'd like to make a presentation.
Yes. Where are the cameras?
Put it on my mouth. On behalf of the Africa Forum.
Yes.
For what you have done here today.
Yes.
And the Herb Curb.
Yes.
I'd like to present this burden. To you. You have to take it good enough.
No, I don't have to take it. Don't put me now. You know, it's the first thing I do is smell it.
That's
because
right.
my nostrils will tell me that it is high grade.
Is it high grade? Is it high grade?
It is a high grade. It is a high grade. Very high.
All right, okay.
Of course. And I'll find ways to ingest it.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Thank you.
Good work.
Thank you, Bongo Money. Are you planted? I decide.
All right, Rebel walk good.
Yes.
Tell them I want to do a brilliant job. Good work.
I'll do that. I'll do that. And thank you. Thank you for coming, Kabu. Thank IRFM. IRFM has...
Look at Bongo Money. Give me back mine.
Yes, somebody give back.
Thank you, Bongo Money.
So you know the people who are listening know what is happening in the curb. Because she just give me her product and then some new produce just reach her right away.
So you know it's a curb, yeah.
So we want to thank IRFM. IRFM has been on the journey with us with Rebel Salute and has played a serious part in this year's staging and especially with the Herb Curb. So we just want to thank you. We want to thank all the sponsors. We want to thank everyone who come forward and give support to Rebel Salute and the Herb Curb. Yeah, man. Jah Rastafari live. More blessing and more life, health and wealth to them.
Lally Bella, Tony Rebel, walk on my birthday.
Give thanks.
All right, give thanks, Tony Rebel there. The sister says she want to make a comment. My sister, how you doing?
I'm very blessed, Sister Kabo. And the Irie? Yeah, I just have one statement to make.
Yes.
I think Tony needs to be commended for this effort. It's an awesome effort. And the last time I experienced something like this was in Glastonbury. And this, to me, is the Glastonbury of the Caribbean. Big up Tony Rebel. Up, we say. Bless up.
We love that. We love that. You hear that, Nick? The Glastonbury of the Caribbean. You know, so that is big. Right?
That is big. And
I just want to say something
about the Herb Curb because for the past 2 days, from Friday, I've been noticing many would have thought that how this Herb Curb thing going to work out at Rebel Salute. People are going to come for the artists and all that. But there was always a constant flow. Persons looking at the things at display, sampling what could be sampled. And you know, I want to say this was a success. I watched it from Friday, Saturday, and now we are into Sunday.
Yes.
It's a 2-day festival, but I've watched it for 3 days.
I know you're supposed to be very tired, Nick, but thank you for staying on and doing a yeoman job. Pinchers is on stage. Mr. Sorry, but me and Miss Pinchers, man. Where we go? How you doing?
Hi, not bad. How you doing, Andrea? Courtney? Good. Work all night. From yesterday we've been working, so you know we get things together too. So I'm here.
We're going to talk.
Curb. Bless you.
We're going to talk to you again. All right, we take a here at Rebel Salute. What's happening on the stage, Jomo? We know we take a little break.
Well, we just got through watching, I think it was Pinchers was on stage. And activities that's still taking place. Well, no, I've been stuck in the curb. Stuck in the curb, you know. In America, when they say you get kicked to the curb, it's a negative connotation.
I know.
But I think that everybody wants to get brought to the curb. Jamaica.
Yes, I'm telling you, really, really lovely. Give thanks. Turbulence now on stage. Epican here, we're making our way to Epican and we're looking for Muta Baruka at the same time.
Come here, man. Brother Bob, come to here, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, well, look at me just step on. Oh, goodness, I'm so happy to see you. How you doing?
Yes, I'm wonderful. I don't remember ever talking on IRFM out of studio before. So this is IRFM?
This is RFM, and you know what? You know that means now that is we're creating history right here. So talking to our brother Bob.
It's always
right
wondered what you look like. I always admired the voice and wonder what kind of body the voice was in. I see now. You're a freedom fighter. I just
Thank
have
you
a
so
message.
much,
Good morning,
Babandi.
Jamaica. From Rebel Salute. It's the same story I have spread. I have said, we're thankful for the right to be able to vote because it's a power. But I personally know I have a more powerful power than voting rights. No matter how small your budget, the power of spending power is a major power, especially for black people. Because you can determine where you buy, who you buy from, and why you buy and what you buy. And the closer you stick to your culture, the more inexpensive it is to live. And everything is right here. We can't stop looking outside. Unless we're going out there to beat them culturally, because we're a cultural superpower. And that's how we fight them. Peace and love, RFM.
Well said, thank you so much. And while we're creating history on the sand in the Herb Curve, my brother Babandi, a little bit about just reflecting on what we see unfolding before us, the decriminalization of ganja. People are talking about legalization. What are your own views?
A lady said to me tonight, not too long ago, she said, normally there was a cloud over the Rebel Salute audiences at night. She noticed that cloud is no longer there. So the vibe is missing. She think the legalization stuff was going to have everybody smoking, but we know say it have another purpose.
Yes.
Because the mystique is now gone. And once you demystify the thing, it's no longer a mystery. But my question is, because I asked the Minister of Ganja, any one of them who wants to say the Minister of Ganja, is him that asked that. I said, before we knew that there was a chemical medicinal zone, who told the early Rastafarians who could even read and write, say, is the healing of the nation? So them late. Medical marijuana late. For those who never know.
And you know, that is a very, very good point. And, you know, lots of questions raised here. A lot of them we don't need the answer to because the answer is more abstract than people can put them hands on. But that's a very good point. Who told the earliest Rasta about the medicinal properties of ganja?
The same power we tell them, say, the white man and we couldn't have the same God because your brother and sister couldn't treat you so. That rejected colonialism is religion. And create a God in I and I own image.
So that our own genetic memories, our own DNA informed us.
Well, you see, them only work with the physical DNA, but we work with spiritual DNA too.
Yes.
That's the difference. Because they believe in a spirit, you know. Them call it focus, and all them kind of things.
Yes.
But we know, say, it embodies all things. And we know what the main envy is. The main envy is of the people who have seen the sun the longest. Is melanin them envy with her? Because if you don't have melanin, you can't have that cosmic hookup. And them not tell you about yourself. You have to come out of democracy and the church. Because democracy is divisive by its very nature. It's a divisive system. Because when you split the society down the middle and you have people loving political parties over country, they don't have no patriotism. That is why them sell all the patrimony. Cement company, cane this, backside this. The mortgage out the future for them present, and we not get none of the present. I'm not ready for target, you know, so you put...
No, man, go on talk, man. We love it, man. This is the bottom line on the Africa Forum.
You have to hold some cards close to your chest because a long time we are talking,
but one final thing before you go, because we stand up on the sand at the Herb Curve right here, so looking
and
at
give
it.
thanks for this atmosphere, ambience, this wonderful property.
Yes.
And it's one of us own it.
Isn't it beautiful, man?
You
feel the breeze will come off of the sea.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely.
Yes.
So Babandi, tell me, you talk about democracy. What is the proper system for the African, for black man, if not democracy?
You see, democracy is something given to us by the Greek, damas. But it is said that it's power for the people, of the people, by the people. But they don't run away there. Because you're the boss the evening before election day. Yeah. And after that, then you're the servant. And the man who you appoint and pay become your boss. That's what corporate structures are all about.
Yes.
We are the stakeholders, but the shareholders who don't put nothing right, own everything and the stakeholders don't have anything. It's that I don't like about it.
Babande, historical.
Enough more things I don't like, but like I said, one tablet a day.
One time. Give thanks, Babande. Mutamba, me know say thank you for coming, Babande. Come to Palestine, how you know?
He was so light to bring, no burden at all. Yeah, man. So what happened now is that them just take the philosophy and the DNA and them writing it now, so them can read it. But reading is not reading is not knowledge. Nature is knowledge.
Man, tell you, I feel philosophy, but the sun, look here.
The ground soft, man, and the sun nice.
And the beach.
Trees and everything.
And the sea.
Hungry not that much.
Jackie, go to see.
Yes, my darling.
One more time, still up on stage.
See here, boy, I tell you. Why RFM has such great producers? We have to create a production school, a school for producers, and RFM will produce, will you know, train.
Yes.
Yeah, I swear, man.
You know,
Jack, you're talking about the secrets.
Yeah, man, cause all your kids.
Nicholas Evans, you're talking about the secret.
Nicholas said what? Oh, where is? Yeah, so we have to start the academy for producers. Yeah.
Well said. You see it though. Yes, thank you.
You know, they're out of UK and Israel, so people can get work and they can actually produce the time release capsules here in Jamaica and export them throughout the world. So that's, you know, presently happening. The company that's probably going to head that is New Regime, which I'm the CEO, and Carl Wilson will be the COO. So basically we're getting that going right now so that we can have this product ready and coming out of Jamaica to the rest of the world. And as I say to the younger, the grassroots Rastas that's been there with this, they're not going to be left out because we will make sure their product is at
their product gets in as well. All right, so there you have it, Dr. Oliver, natural physician, and he is telling us about another form of treatment with the good herb. Kabu?
Tell us what you're looking on.
It looks as though it's the most up-to-date natural form of our regenerated materials, natural ITAL vapor steam chalice, keeping everyone, I guess, in healthy mind, healthy perspective, earth, wind, fire, all mixed together to produce the best meditation. The end of the herb curve, I guess we're at the end of the angle, ITAL vapor steam chalice.
That's Caleb. My brother, give it 30 seconds. Your stuff?
Yeah, man, bless up, Rastafari love. You know, I tell Vapor Steam Chalice, the whole Steam team, Ras Kevin, Ibo, ones and ones them, George Pang, ones and ones them. Give thanks to the whole team. We're here, this is actually Rebel Salute booth, the official booth, and we're here with about 200 steam chalices. And herb, cake, you know, cookies, candy, you know, Mel Treats is also here, you know, and just the whole team came out, you know, youths who are engaging in business, entrepreneurship, and positioning ourselves into the multi-billion-dollar cannabis industry. As you know, ITAL Vapor Steam Chalice, the ITAL Steam Chalice was originated within the Nyabingi community from the early 1970s, and some developments have been made to it in terms of the Kochi, which is a new technology where you're vaporizing ganja, you know, totally naturally. No more tin mackerel pan or tomato paste pan. You know, we're moving on, and the youths are, you know, continuing to be inventive within the Rastafari community.
So we're experimenting with packaging and trying to find out what people like and so on. So we've partnered with a company, Good Stuff, who has these special smell-proof bags. And, you know, we're just testing it with people today.
So these are manufactured in Jamaica?
These are made in Jamaica.
These are the cigarettes. Well, they look like cigarettes, right?
They look like
So tell us what material make them.
Yeah, man. They're just bought like this, and we just put the good stuff in there.
They take out the tobacco?
No, there's no tobacco in there to begin with. We buy them as empty shells, basically.
Okay.
And we have a machine over there. We had it at the booth earlier.
Okay.
And we were showing people how we make them, you know.
What's the reaction? What's the response?
Wow, we've gotten so much feedback. Overwhelmingly, people like it. But we've gotten different things, you know. People comment on the filter, what they like, what they don't like, and it's great because we're able to learn from this, you know.
Well, I looked at it and thought it was cigarettes. You're not afraid that, in a way, just by packaging it like this, it will turn off some more purists?
Absolutely, you know, that's one of the stronger points of feedback we've got. So, you know, if we're looking at, for instance, the medical marijuana industry, do we want to package our thing with something that's actually unhealthy? Do we want to associate our brand with that? So, you know, like I said, we're a startup and we're figuring
so over time, you straighten out the kinks as you go along?
Yeah, man. There's
one of these is like what, like an ordinary spliff?
Pretty much, you know. It's like a cigarette would be, but ganja instead of the tobacco.
Okay. And it's called Good Stuff?
Yeah, man.
Where can we find it?
Right here, Rebel Salute.
And outside? Outside of Rebel Salute?
Well, you have to stay in touch, you know.
Okay.
And join the Ganjagram network.
Okay, so go online, look up Ganjagram.
Yeah, man.
Nick, you don't smoke, but we know you want to take a look at it. But what's interesting
No,
is
man,
that,
I saw him when he was making it.
Okay.
Had a little machine and he put it out there and just press fast.
Okay.
I saw it.
All right, and it's available here today, still in the curb.
That's right.
So how much one pack?
1,000, you know.
How much all in there? 2, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Look good. I just thought it really looked like cigarette. So I think that for me would be a drawback. Not that I'm a smoker. I've never smoked ganja in my life, and not because it's packaged like cigarette. I'm going to smoke it. I don't smoke at all. But I can see how smokers who are not necessarily purists would gravitate towards it.
Yeah. All right. I understand.
But thank you so much. I gotta keep this and show people because I'm sure they want to see it. What Cuban? All right. As I said before, Muta Buruka has joined us. Muta has been working. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Has been working so hard that Muta can't believe you're there till now.
You know what? If you have to do it, you have to do it. You know. The thing with it, I have to drive. I told me I have a show for you tonight.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. I have a show for you tonight, man.
Wow.
I perform too, so you must know. But the show was wonderful, man. Half pint.
Yes.
I tell you, half pint. I mean, when you think that the thing is over, because my father come on the stage and go out with that thing, but you see, when half pint, after people have said, no, nothing can follow that, half pint come wreck the place, man. Half pint. Believe you, man.
And I know,
the thing with it now, pinchers come on, you know. Pinchers are holy more, but you bring on a bridge and they look like tonto, but me thing was tonto, but me hear the brother now, it's a rooster. I tell you, because the brother come out with feather everything, you know, me I say, alright. Pinchers dressed like a cowboy, you know, with spurs and everything. The virgin come on with the feather everything, and me I say, alright. Turn to a Lone Ranger without the mask. When we get rid of
the bandolier.
Me get I say, what is a rooster that? In the morning there, but the show is sweet, man. The show is sweet.
And I know the night before, Sanchez really did a brilliant job.
Oh gosh, man, may I tell you, man, Sanchez sweet up the place. And
Motor brought you to tears. I saw that.
Me?
Yes,
oh,
you teared up.
Oh, you stayed long as I see tears up there, sir.
Me never do right, so me did up there, so watch you.
No, yeah, no, me never cry, no, but it's a true, me did say, you see that youth there, if you have 5 people at the top reggae singers of all time, to me, Sanchez in the top 5. I'm going to say it on the radio the day before, I'm going to say it on the stage. People could have wonder how an old man like me I look at a youth like that and I say. But you know, when I say it's when the youth go up on the stage and wreck the place. When name there, when my wife name Cardell
Green,
Cardell Green come out now and say he might declare him J-O-D, no, P-O-D, People's Order of Distinction. And me I say, alright. And the brethren go back again and tear down the place again. And me I say, see, so I tell you now. And I'm still in my top 5. Believe you me.
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
He did a really, really brilliant job on Friday night.
But tonight, you know, would I say, like, it's not necessarily the same order. Would I say Berry Salmon and Half Pint.
You know, see, Abyssinians was cool. A long time, you know, see them behave so. I don't know if I shouldn't get 2 new man. Brother, I get 2 new man in the group, but them go on sweet. You know? Music. You know what I mean? From them time, and them play. Them do the album where everybody know. You know, Declaration of Rights, Imasikan, Satamasagana, you know, and it was really mellow, nice performance. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
I enjoy the hip tones too, you know, Motum. I enjoy them the night before. And then also, I was kind of happy to see Tony Gregory on stage.
Well, people don't know Tony Gregory still, you know. People don't know Tony Gregory.
No, I know.
I'm more cabaret, you know, I'm not really.
Yeah. But if he had come out with Gypsy, I think he made a.
Yeah, but after him sing Gypsy, if he sing Gypsy first.
If he had come out on stage with Gypsy. But I think by the time people realized that this is a Gypsy singer, he had gone through, and I think that's what you were saying earlier, Profile. Yeah.
But the sister now, you see Jem Myers. Jem Myers with Jennifer Hudson tune. I may have to go around with a Chris Gayle.
I forbid you. I heard you. Are you not?
You hear me? And I repeat you as a parent stage, but I had a Chris Gayle moment with her. And she never reject me like how the white woman reject Chris Gayle.
Yeah, but you had a Chris Gayle moment and you also had a Steve Harvey moment.
Yeah, the Steve Harvey moment when I ball out Leroy Sims at the head tones. And I have to come out and apologize, but I know say every MC deserve a Steve Harvey moment.
But you made Steve Harvey real to all of us. Like, oh yeah, it can happen, you know?
Yeah. So, no, the Rebel Salute. I think also, because my daughter out there, she said, that crowd there tonight was the biggest one in all the Rebel Salute. So. She said so. I can't see nobody out there, so I have to take what she said. So you'd have to tell me.
When I came in the morning, this morning, and when I came in, I actually said that at this time of the morning, the crowd that I saw, that was...
And only people that gone already, because I never know how to fight it, they're much on the place, so... May I tell you? And some little youth, my father, them look like they want rough, me have to put him in their place. And when them see my father come up, him start love me. Because after being there, I gear up for call my father. The youth come and I say, call him mama, call him. That's a virgin. What you deal with?
It's an encore.
When it look like my father says, I'm really going to get ready to blow. Him come up me up and me hug him up back and the youth I say, yes, like, that's a trouble.
But things seem really tight in that regard though, because I noticed from Friday night, the encore, the person I see got, Sanchez, I think came back a few times. So too.
Yeah, Sanchez come back a whole heap of time.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I noticed that it was pretty strict.
Yeah.
I expect to be called back. He probably won't be called back.
I find, to me, get the most, the real genuine callback, I find.
Yeah.
Believe you me, really work, man, work.
Nice, man. We enjoy
so
the
we look forward, and this curb thing, it's nice. It's a nice little touch to the whole thing. We did have a little thing inside us.
Yeah, you were at the symposium yesterday, Mota. You want to tell us a little about that?
Well, the bridge, it's 3 Rasta on the panel, and the 2 bridge them talk about the sacramental thing, but me not talk about the hemp. Because me say no, me here say hemp illegal, and I go to the supermarket, I'm really a scout out the supermarket, I say hemp oil, hemp seed, powder, hemp flour, all sort of hemp something in the supermarket. And I say, but all them say hemp is are classified as dangerous drugs. I'm say some hemp product inside. So me did really call the bridge in there. When name the minister, what's the name?
Golding.
The Mr. Golding them. So much gold in them having a politics. Mr. Golding. I'm not related to Bruce Golding.
It is what it is.
I'm not related. Anyway.
Related.
It's like me I say, all right, I want some answer now. How come so much hemp products are imported in Jamaica? And meanwhile, they are talk about medical, what they call medical ganja now. One of the things that ganja can make, we can steal so and sell it and make money in a Jamaica rather than depends on we're going to export again. Because the thing with Jamaica agriculture is that instead of we eat and then export the excess, we are plant food for export without feed the people them. So me I say now, in the level of the hemp thing now, why is it that we are differentiate now hemp, and I say hemp is a thing where you can use, where you call agro-industry. Because we need an agro-industry in Jamaica with this ganja thing, you know. It's not just medical marijuana, it's a trick. Them really want the medical marijuana because them know that normal Jamaican people can't have no all over that. If you have a thing where you have agro-industry, where people are producing with the ganja and the hemp, you know, clothes, you know, oil, food and all.
It's interesting because earlier Jabi made that very same point,
William
and he
Jabi.
wasn't here yesterday. You were making that. Take a microphone here,
Jabi. I put in on my space, Rasta. Cabo, I put in on my space. I take over from me.
Yes. Jabi and Jomo.
No, me jealous.
And Profile Jomo, do you know?
Me jealous. Oh, two of them can't make one of me. And two people have to get picked up.
Well, that is right, you know. Because you see, the problem is that hemp is the umbrella and all aspects come beneath hemp.
Yeah.
But what we do is that we like crumbs. So we focus on the crumbs. But there's so much that observe the ants is sluggard. And if you realize the ants is not about the crumbs.
No. True, that's a big thing, Mamu.
The ants is about the fractal.
Yeah. So the thing where the minister is that what is related as hemp when it have a THC of like 1%. So them don't recognize it as dangerous. So it is not illegal, but to plant it, you have to get papers from them to say this is really hemp, to protect yourself and the police where are fool people. Them don't know hemp different from ganja. So me I show him say well, right now why we don't really deal with this aspect of the ganja, because me remember the remand center near Maypen, it was a what them call it, a craft place where them produce craft. And them told it in a remand center. And me used to remember, me used to take the stick them and the ganja, them stick, the whole of the stick them and pack them up in the bag them. And carry go and bread and make some nice paper out of the stick. Beautiful paper, you know, where you know, like postcard kind of looking paper with this and that. And me I say, we need to develop a ganja industry outside of this medical thing where everybody are talking about we're going to get the right strain of ganja and THC and DBT and those IRE. It can't work.
It's the political control where you find the pharmaceutical industry, where them name drugs industry. Because pharmaceutical is a pretty word to undermine drugs, push drugs gear. Because as youth, we know about drugstore. Now we hear about pharmacy.
Pharmacy,
which is the same thing. So once we recognize that hemp is what we are all about, and through hemp you can have the cord, you can have the fabric, you can have the textile, the oil, you can get some for smoke, you can get some for eat. All the aspects come beneath the hemp. But sometimes knowledge, without the proper knowledge.
But it's not them have the knowledge, you know. It's that them are search for something for link with the international market. And right now the medical thing are linked with the international market. We're going to find out the same thing.
But more time the same way that it's the same thing, you know, is that you take a bit out of the international market. We just want mentally complexities or in a ganja. You know, like when you say a word about it is what it is. So it's the very same thing. So you zoom in on one element for suit the trade deals and for suit the US.
It's terrible though. It's terrible. Because even though when people say we missed the boat, because America they don't start legitimize certain things already. So them gone way ahead, and Canada import ganja, Uruguay export ganja, and Jamaica now try do the same thing with them do. Why we are try do the same thing with them do when we have the thing right so can do for ourselves. We have to develop certain things for ourselves before we are talking about foreign market.
But Rastaman, one of the problems, you know, is that the ganja that is in Jamaica, a foreign ganja seed we are planted for the most part. We not even have the indigenous ganja seed. They're the more Because we call it sensimania and all them other little, we call chronics and all them mixed terminology.
You have fight against my brethren.
Oh, you have a brethren name, sir?
Chronics.
No, one of the things, when you go to the indigenous Kali,
keep it.
Then it have a different concept to the mind and the brain, and open up the third eye where the cannibal idol system can function the way it's supposed to. When you get the Babylonian, we call it hybrid or low breed, it lower you down and it causes this confusion amongst the people.
Well, I want to the ganja, we see people that smoke, you know, trust me, if me never did smoke all the while, I know me not smoke because them have
Muta Jomo want to make a comment.
Well laced with other things.
Living in the States, I think it's very interesting to kind of watch the history of how the U.S. government really had this war on drugs, and Jamaica paid the price for it for the last few decades. I think it becomes interesting also when President Obama was here, he kind of communicated what was going to happen business-wise with other economic eyes watching something that you haven't been developing. I think it also becomes important now to realize what chemically is being produced now, that we're opening up our eyes to things that other people have been researching for decades, and our young people don't have any type of scientific renditions of what we need to find out chemically, medicinally, quantitatively, making medicine for our natural cures that can come out of things. I think that we still have a lot to learn, but I think that science and education is going to be something that we should invest in with young people, and maybe turn our backs on the rest of the world for a little while and invest in our own.
Yeah, because I don't say, I not really against the medical thing, but when I dig deep more and more, like, I think say the production of goods from the ganja and the hemp would have served Jamaican people quicker and easier than I try bring foreign people to come examine if the ganja under the right condition, find out if it have enough ENC, TBD, LAT and RAT and all these things. It's like, that is good to deal with that. I mean, after they must stop dealing with it. But our emphasis should be production, industrial production, that when me can find say, where white people do, we go in a store already, we have pure empty selling there. Pure empty, everything in there.
And there has to be some consideration about intellectual property rights too. And I think at some point that conversation must be had about Jamaica's intellectual property rights when it comes to ganja, especially because we're hearing now academics saying that one of the reasons why they are supporting what is happening here, the Harvard law professor said that at the Ganja Festival, that the idea is to study the Rastafari community as an indigenous community and to say how indigenous people treat with issues that from which they were excluded and now included, and that process. Now that's a straight academic study. That is PhD at whose expense? That is the question. Yes, Professor.
Yes, concerning the real authentic ganja, we still have it in Jamaica. You can only get it in St. Ann Hills, and I can show the item why we have it. You see, all the 6 weed herbs them that them plant, them cannot gum. You cannot get gum from them. So through Westmoreland and these other parish take over the herb business with the 6 week herb, which is like white fowl. St. Ann people herb never have that smell to them anymore. So St. Ann people continue to plant in the original herb grow tall like the tent, but take 3 months, 6 months, and if spring catch it, is 9 months. All these other herb plants, you cannot get gum from them. So St. Ann, if you want the real original authentic herb seed, you have to go to St. Ann.
But that's interesting. It's interesting, Papa, because I had that conversation with somebody at the Ganja Fest, the Cannabis Cup, about St. Ann herb as opposed to what else is being planted. And they told me that St. Ann is not that good anymore.
They don't
for many
want
reasons.
it because you don't have all these miracle grows and all these things.
The reason why them say that is because the scent and herb, as well Prophet say, it's not in line with where them are look for.
Right.
Based upon a film experience in America.
So why we are buying to what them are say?
Yeah, that
and I repeat it.
Of course, we're buying to it.
Well, you know it go, When it come to scent and herb and the rest of parish herb, as a man take herb, the first thing him do, him smell it. And if him don't get that smell, him don't like it. And if it don't have this big fat bud like them big fat 6-week chicken, them don't want it. Them don't want the fine bud anymore. Scent and herb tree them grow tall.
Yeah.
And if you want gum, herb gum, you can go to no parish and get herb gum beside sentan. So because of they have the gum, the herb, them don't want them look a tree where we are 1 ounce. Them want the tree where we are 10 pound. And them can get enough gum from it. So all the seeds that them have right now, West is the best. Is the best in 6-week herb, which is like white powder. But sentan is the best in organic, ital, natural herb. That takes 9 months, like a lady having baby. So the man, right now everyone want to plant herb. Them don't want to go a bush, go spend 6 months before them can reap it, But in a them days, the Rasta man used to wait 6 months and still I look for the police see me, but him still I wait see me, and him know him gonna lose it,
Talk about the police up on the road enough. Muta.
I want to
me like the Tuareg style. Muta. What about the Tuareg style, man? Me like the look,
No, it's a don't smell.
Me know, but see there? Me like it, man.
Maybe within the level where you talk about the 9 month thing, me I figure out say how them a look on it and how we a see it. And we start to know say our thing now work out, because it now fit for them thing. So we know what twist and a turn.
Yes.
Fit for them thing. It's like the reggae music. Cause how we make the music and Stone at the Billboard #1 reggae artist. Me not fight against it because Billboard said it. It's like now we are trying to turn the music to fit a foreign market so much. And it still not work. And them I work for them, it not work for we. See? So all we there, I say, why we don't make some music for foreign consumption? And them consume it and just make it like how we used to make it.
The authenticity, the niche, we give that away at the expense of ourselves. All right, we're very happy that we still have persons remaining here in the IRFM booth on the Herb Curb, considering that Rebel Salute has now wrapped. Mrs. Somasi, Aisha, how you do?
Great.
When you come in?
I came in Friday night. It was a wonderful night. It was not as packed as last night, which we knew would have happened. Yes, and both nights were very good, yes.
Last night, I've gone to Muta's. Which one? Aishama? Aishama. Is Aishama said might have been the biggest night? Aishi.
Yeah, okay. And even the symposium, it started off late, but it was very dynamic. And I'm really sorry it started off late because there was so much to learn, to know, and to share.
In your estimation, my daughter said last night was the package she ever say in the 4 years when she come here. So it's the package she ever say.
The what?
She said it's the biggest crowd she ever say.
Yeah, that's true, because I was looking for someone the night before, and it was like, all right, last night I gave up. I gave up. Yes.
All right. Well, lovely Vasasta Blanc. My brother. I mean, I will have. Look here. Tell the people what your name, sir.
Delroy Melody, the original melody, and an original member of the group, the Schoolboys, who used to sing with Jacob Miller, record the first 2 songs for Bonnie Striker Lee. Yeah.
You want a piece of, even though I know the sound back and the feedback not so good, but give a piece of what we know you from.
With the song with me and Chief.
Yeah, man, the one where everybody know. What am I?
Yeah, blessed. Yes. Love is a message that I'm gonna send to you, girl. Waiting for reply here, no matter how long it takes. Ooh. Yeah, that was one of them, you know. On the same record on the other side, this was the other one. Written by an artist named Cable Drummond, who used to lead sing the Cables. Oh, tell me, yes, tell me, what more can I do? My friends, they say that I'm a fool to be in love with a girl like you. I try to give you my love, you go on like a fool. You give them everything in this world to say about me and you. Yeah, man, but right now, a Delroy Melody, original melody. This is the album that I went up New York since March there, after I came to you. So this is your copy, right? That's the album I'm promoting in America right now.
All right, Dread must be fed. We is the album. Sound good. Give thanks, Delroy Melody. Everything airy. Just come off. You were in France, right?
No, not yet. West Palm Beach, Houston, Texas, and New York, whole of New York, right now the white community. From you go inside the New York University, Tunnel 1 radio station, Delroy Melody.
Walking history with the knowledge of the Jamaican music industry. How you do, my sister?
Hi, good evening, good morning, I should say. I just wanted to say thank you to Tony Rebel and happy birthday from Mel Street Eats. I was the young lady that gave the host that was with Muta last night the lollipop that he spoke about on stage that made him approach Lisa Hanna. So I just wanted to drop off another lollipop for him. I don't remember what his name was.
It's Cordell Green.
Okay.
Cordell Green, he was having a Chris Gayle moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a Chris Gayle moment, believe me. Him outdo Chris Gayle with that one.
Well, I want to tell you that he come to me, I shouldn't say that for radio, you know. I want to say it.
He said he had the blood.
He come to me tonight. Why, my wife, I can't have the Chris Gayle moment tonight.
No, go away with the lollipop.
So just a blessed time we had here. From Mel Street Eats, though, I would like to leave this for Tony Rebel. Happy birthday. It is a gift bag with all the treats that we had here tonight.
So you walk around giving...
And then who the lollipop belong to?
It was where me name.
It's Cordell Green.
No, but wait, let me ask you a question. You walk around giving me lollipop to suck?
Not at all. No, not at all. I have an edibles booth over here. Okay. So he actually came over to Mel Street Eats.
It have herbs in there?
Yes. All marijuana edibles.
That's lollipop there.
Yeah.
So Lalibella, like how me not see if you know me can't take the package.
Well, Lalibella.
Me ask for the package. In the boat, man, but he was here before. So me I said to him publicly like how me not go see him.
Yeah, can't take out your portion.
No. Who will take this for Lalibella? Muta use Lalibella, don't it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Right. So that is for Cordell Green. What is it?
Lalibella. Tony Rebel we call Lalibella.
Cordell Green is at the Broadcasting Commission. In other words, he's supposed to be ensuring that what he said on stage about the lollipop, that none of us is saying that on radio. Don't it, Muta? Cordell is a serious problem. You can't talk to me again about what we're saying.
Are you send message to the producer? Say, Muta, you said suck lollipop on the radio 3 times. Don't say it again. I did not say it again.
Yes, I did say it.
I have to go find another way to say it now.
But but you say, want to be Cordell Green, the executive director of the Broadcasting
Imagine now you are protect the radio station from Cordell Green. And Cordell Green come to the public after the same
Yes. So we have a problem.
What a thing. So I can continue to say sucking lollipop on the radio.
I think yes. And I can't do that about it.
Can't go and say, but the Broadcasting Commissioner said in front of millions of people.
Yes, he was high. He was high. He was very high.
The lollipop get him high for true. And that him say, he know not what he did.
Yeah, I'm tell you, he's going to regret it for the rest of his life. I think Lisa going to call him out on it. But anyway, well, so we can't go no much further without Ras Horton, you know.
Who are the owner for the oil?
Who are the owner for the oil?
Respect Andrea Williams. You know, so you are the historical woman in Jamaica. You are the #1 for Ras Horton. The oil is the most precious commodity on this planet, Earth. Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia opened the first oil refinery in Ethiopia on the shore of Assab, border between Somalia and Ethiopia. And he said the oil shall not serve the Ethiopian generation alone, but generation to come. And out of it came forth modern machine, industrial power. So I write this one called Oil Owner. Through the oil, bus fare gone up. Through the oil, plane fare gone up. The oil of the woman is good for the man. And the oil of the man is good for the woman. Your man oil, woman oil, olive oil, gas oil, kerosene oil, coconut oil, cooking oil, cream oil, crude oil, meat oil. Who are the owner for the oil? Ship stop sail, plane stop fly, motor no move, mathematician, meditation mash up. Who are the owner for the oil? Cannibal cool, they never wear no clothes. Crew clocks clang, go away with the gang. Who are the owner for the oil? Rich man a room in a room, oil leak out, bulb off a blow, night off a dark. Who are the owner for the oil? Scientists a search Ethiopian soil, sun stop shine, lamp pile out. Who are the owner for the oil? Iraq, Iran and Egypt, Israel, Palestine at war. Who are the owner for the oil? Europe education are evil. World leaders take back your talk. Who are the owner for the oil? Black man burn Babylonian, bomb now blast, brain box burst. Who are the owner for the oil? England, American, Russia and Japan store up oil. Who are the owner for the oil? I'll pump in a OPEC, Arab ball, fire in the Gulf. Who are the owner for the oil? Gulf of Silkworm strike, Kuwait tank. Who are the owner for the oil? Dubai at the gate to the Gulf, United Arab Emirates. Who are the owner for the oil? The king of the kingdom, Rastafari come. Him are the owner for the oil. Who are the owner for the oil? Who are the owner for the oil?
Yeah. You know the interesting thing about that poem there? I tell you the interesting thing about that poem there. If you listen to the country they were called Palestine and the oil company them work it, and consider and say the poem they write about 30 years ago, you can see how the brethren did I write with an international consciousness. Not a local consciousness. The poem is an international poem. But if you study the poem and look where we are going now, you can see say the brethren did I say some things even before the thing them make manifesting at this time. Yeah?
Yes.
You know, the oil thing and
serious business.
Yeah. So it's a pity same stop right now. See, you know, somebody here on the radio.
I saw him perform.
Watch him get called. Watch it. Me hear you on the radio.
All right. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah. This is Bob Marley, the original man. Right. This is Greybeard, the original high-grade man. See, move to there. Him not buy herb, you know. I'm not smoker. But that man used to come up and place up on Hill Avenue all the while. Remember me?
Hill Avenue.
Remember Motor?
Hill Avenue, off East Park Road.
And there's some of my shop. Hillview Avenue.
Oh, Hillview Avenue.
Yeah,
but me can't search for it though. I'm tired.
Yes. So I want Ruan Marley. See there? Ruan
I'm responsible for Marley Coffee.
Yeah, Ruan Marley Coffee. So I announce it.
So one, we can sponsor. You can sponsor the program too, now one. You coffee big as what me telling you, you can sponsor the program.
Mali coffee.
As a black, how you doing, my brother?
Hi, I'm great, Kabu. You know, all this hemp and ganja thing, it is Rastafari thing, it is Jamaica thing, and it takes us to become politically correct. If Rastafari don't become government of Jamaica, we're going to lose everything. So get in a line and become the government of Jamaica. That way we can rightfully own what is ours, Rastafari.
All right, thank you so much, Rasta Black. My sister, hey, you know, we love the outfit, we love the craft. Tell us about it.
Thank you. So I'm Kerry. A lot of people know me as Kerry Case from Kerry Case Boutique. But, you know, fashion is good for women, and men love to see women looking sharp. But beyond all of that, I start looking around, and I'd go out and people would be saying, Kerry, your hair look nice, your skin look nice, what you do? So I normally tell them, you know, you put beautiful things in, beautiful things come out. Whatever goes on in the body, the skin is going to reveal it. So I started trying to help other people, you know, start going away. People missing me from the store, but I'm away studying the science of raw food, and I did 2 chef courses. But, and again, beyond all of that, I looked as how I'm going to help my country. And being young and looking out there, the lifestyle disease just killing everybody. So I took a step, and I've gone to California seeking what I can do for my country, where I met Lou Corona. Lou Corona is a holistic health teacher, and he had studied the lifestyle, he had lived the lifestyle. At 21, Lou had all the diseases that you can think of. He had a big tumor in his back, and he related to his creator. If, you know, he get the way to help himself, then he'll help others. So I was really honored to meet him and to be with him for 3 days. I myself, I had fibrocystic breast when I seek his help, and being on just juices, enzymes which are responsible for digestion, and enzymes also eat any kind of growth. So being on that and, you know, rebounding, simple things, just change things within, by the next month I'm good again. So I'm helping people now, and I'm helping. My biggest help towards my country this year is to bring Lou Corona here. So the 28th and the 29th, we're going to be at Devon House. So it's Life in Your Food Jamaica present Jazz Up Your Health 2016. So Lou Corona will be coming to share the 4 principles that allow him to be 64 years this year and just moving like a gorilla. So it's going to be at Devon House. The intro to the 4 lifestyles is going to be free for the entire Jamaica and foreign.
What dates are those?
The 28th and the 29th at 6. So we go till about 9 o'clock where you learn the principles.
Okay.
On Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be teaching the lifestyle in depth and the food, how to make the food.
Is there a cost to that?
It's $200 US per 7 hour. So this is a blessing, because Lou charges people thousands abroad. So, you know, when I heard that this is the opportunity, I just jump on it for my people.
All right, so give us the dates again.
The date is going to be the 28th and the 29th of January, and that is free intro to the 4 principles. And then the 30th and the 31st, 12 to 7, is going to be a lifestyle class. That's 7 hours, and 7 hours the Sunday for the food class. And
Okay.
this is going to be at Devon House at the Devonshire.
Okay, quickly tell us about your outfit.
Well,
that's what I like.
Well, my outfit is from Kerry K's Design Studio.
That's your design?
Which is my design. And just like you saw it and like it, it's something that is fancy, something that is doing well, is a number that's doing well. We have the skirt suit. I mean, it was a bit too long last night, so I couldn't wear it. That you'd have wanted.
Okay, not this one, the skirt
and
suit.
I must interject that Mota Baruka has been providing music for the sister and the runway for a very long time.
Thank you. And he's been doing a good job to match the
Caribbean fashion. We have worked together and produced the music for her over the years.
She look good. We love him. Nice.
Thank you.
Well, where is stuff available?
at Kerry K's Boutique Lane Plaza, Content Spring Road, and the number is 754-7766, and also the Witter Village, 953-9600.
You can sponsor the program too, Kerry K.
All right, of
5
course.
minutes.
One hand wash the other, right? But as I said, I just wanted to do something for my country. Everybody doing this and that. I think if somebody have health, if you give a person opportunity to have good health, you give them everything.
And Jabi, I know you're agreeing with that as a health practitioner yourself. We didn't talk much about that, but tell us a little bit about that side of you that we didn't talk much about.
Yeah, as the sister aptly pointed out there about the importance of enzymes, and when food is eaten uncooked, it is absolutely essential that at the very minimum 51% of the things we eat must be uncooked. 51%, so that it can help to digest that other garbage that we may have. So we would encourage everyone who may not then want to be raw 100% to at the very least make sure when you provide your meal you have 51% of that which you are eating in an uncooked manner. And also stay away from the hybrid and the seedless foods, including seedless marijuana.
There you go. Did you know them have seedless marijuana? Them have seedless marijuana. Yes, sorry.
So I was saying that a lot of people, you're sick, you go to the doctor, and Lord help me, I don't want to be calling the doctors anything about the doctor. But you're sick and you go to the doctor, they give you antibiotic. What antibiotic does? It breaks down the body, it kills the body. So therefore, when I speak to my people and I speak about mixing enzymes with probiotic and all of that to keep the flora of the gut clean, they're saying, but I didn't know about probiotic. But if you're taking antibiotic, that is eating all the importance in the gut flora.
But what antibiotic means anti-life, because anti mean against and biotic means life. So antibiotic in essence is anti-life. Why would I want to be ingesting things that is anti-life when I'm a living being myself?
Well, talking about that, Pastor Kuro, you know my brethren, talking about seeds and all, come forward, man. Oh, you like your travel, so where you come from?
Well, I come a Rebel Salute.
Oh, you move out?
No, I'm not move out. I just come a Rebel Salute, and Rebel Salute is a weekend festival. So just come all a vibration and just salute the Rebel, you know.
Well, while you're there, do something for you now. Huh? See mic, man.
To the mic. How you feeling, people? Say good morning. Blessed, see? Yeah, this slogan that I've been promoting now, where we're asking the people to help me to burn GMO. So let me hear you say burn GMO. Say burn GMO.
Burn GMO.
Say burn GMO.
Burn GMO.
Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. I will say what GMO mean. GMO mean genetically modified organism. See? That means they move the genes from one species and introduce it to a next species. See? Like moving the genes from a fish and introduce it to something like tomato. Or even man, as Muta say. See? So here we are say, put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what there, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say, global recession, so food, half in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them 1-1. So me tell the youths, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I study politics. Me know them for the tricks. The poorer class of people, them always target then. Send them to shoot them down like a coot. But it's life over death. Tafari salute. That's why me tell the youths them to plant more fruits and watch the trees grow with nurturing attention. You can feed the nation cause every man must yam food. And you still play rude? Hey, just get in the groove and stop load shots and go plant veg crops because a 6 weeks callaloo take for grow. Cucumber and them thing there, every month you can put in a next row. When me a plant marijuana, it's like skeleton and time. Me have my farm from since I was child. So me tell the youths them this pa me face with a smile. Put on the gun and make me farm up the ground. Positive. Yeah man, see? And we say, yeah man, round of applause man. Free up the round of applause them. Selassie I make read the land here so with the rebel salute. CURB. What name, Andrea? Kabu?
You tell me, CURB. We're on the CURB. All right, thank you so much, Rasta Kur, for passing through as usual. And you know, Rebel Salute done about 45 minutes now, but we're bringing the curtains down right in the RFM booth, just wrapping things up in this final segment. Nick, where are you?
On the outskirts.
Oh, so I think you're standing beside the yoga teacher. All right. Oh, is he there? No, I'm not quite sure. Where are you, Nick? Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you sing.
I'm a lady here. She has been in the iron tent for about the past 3 or 4 hours. Apparently, we move her out with this OB. So we just want to ask you, how's your CURB for you?
Good. I'm enjoying it. It's highlighting a lot of things that I didn't know. So.
It's been a learning experience.
Yes, it has.
So you always done for the class?
Definitely. I can't pay though.
You can't pay?
I'm indebted.
What a ride come?
All right, we're happy for that. IRFM always seeks to educate and inform, and we're happy that, you have been a good pupil. So tell us something that you learned this morning.
Well, that we did not actually legalize.
So you thought it was legal?
Well, to an extent, yeah, but now listening to everybody and realizing that just a small quantity.
So now you know that 1 pound that you have to hide it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Kabu.
All right, me tell Muta saying, in ride, come. Where you call her? Okay. All right.
He has another 15 minutes.
Okay, we also have, two persons who want to talk to quickly. One over the fence, but just coming to say from my brother, who is actually, we spoke with Bassett Ibinge earlier, and she talked about the yoga master who was in. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, what's your name? Greetings.
Yes, my name is Ankh Aku.
And you are? What's a yoga master, yoga teacher?
Yes, all of the above. I also certify in Kemetic yoga, and we also bring retreats, bringing some of our diaspora family to Jamaica to make connections in Portland with the help of Bassett. Mm-hmm. And we also have with us the only Kemetic sound healing teacher on the planet right now, which is Tachia Ahmed El, and we partnered, and we had a retreat that we just ended here at Rebel Salute, which we figured had that right sound vibration that we were searching for in terms of healing and positivity. So the vibe, the culture, the spirit, the food, everything about what is expressed in this at this event was right in tune with the consciousness that we want to continue to build on.
How is Kemetic yoga different from any other kind of yoga?
So when we're talking about Kemet, we're talking about Africa. We're talking about arguably the most important African development in terms of civilization to the planet. And we're talking about a very high spiritual culture of which we are all ascendants. We are all influenced by it one way or the other through our African lineage, or even through the attempts by the European dominant culture to recreate civilization, many of the foundational ideas come right out of Kemet. So the underscore, or the hidden understanding of ancient Egypt, which most people will recognize it as, or Kemet, is that there was a set of practices that were happening that encouraged a very high spiritual culture. And from that spiritual culture and that foundation of what we call ma'at, truth, justice, righteousness, and balance, which are all the things that we seek right now, we're talking about, even in the context, whether it's ganja, we're really talking about justice, we're talking about order. How do we get things right? How do we make sure the right people are in the right place to get things done? So it's important for us to recognize that we have a legacy and also a set of practices that can reinvigorate the very culture that we are rebuilding right now as we continue to move out of the grips of Western Western domination, I should say. Sorry.
For persons who are listening, or even here, who want to participate, want to be a part of what you do, how do they do that?
So if you're here locally in Jamaica, I would say Bassett Ayabingi is on Facebook. You can find her. She's in Portland, and that'd be the way to get to her locally. We also do certifications and trainings, retreats, where we come here. I mostly work out of Atlanta in the U.S. in general. So that would be the best way for people locally to reach out.
Bassett, any quick contact?
I can be reached on Facebook, on Instagram as Segment Fire, on Facebook as Bastet. I corrected it from Basset to Bastet, Segment Ayabingi. And my number is 876-508-8539. Come join with us. We bring a strong source of healing to Jamaica through the Kemetic portals. We're opening the way even more. And ganja is in line and keeping with this opening of the way. Ganja is Anpu, it's Anubis, it's cannabis. Remember that law.
Well, we've been watching what you're doing. Beautiful work. How are you doing, myself?
My name is Tachia Ahmed Elmaat.
Right, and we heard our brother said you were the only, remind us, the only what?
The Kemetic Sound Healer. I have a program called Chemitones.
And what's that?
It's a healing system that's based on the principles of acupuncture. And instead of using needles, we use tuning forks, so we use sound instead of needles. And the tuning forks are tuned to different planets and represent the different cosmic forces.
All right, there you have it. Thank you so much. As we wind down, hating my sister from Back to Eden, Anika Johnson, that's you. How you do, Anika? Grab this. Whoop.
Good morning, Jamaica. I'm smiling for you. You like it?
Yeah, man, you're nice. You're not easy, Anika. All right, watch your cards because we're on the seaside, the mouth for blowing. Tell us a little bit about your company, of which you're a founder director.
The company name is Back to Eden. We source water, spring water, straight from Portland. I mean, we don't tamper with it whatsoever except to charcoal purify it. We also grow organic. I mean, no fertilizer, nothing at all. Just water from God. And the man, them soil, them work it, them pray, and them bless it, and it grow. In the drought, we grow organic food, anything you want. And guess what? In Jamaica, we have the best soil. We're renowned for like the best quality of foods. So we need to get back into the economy and run the world again, where money is big, where $5 stronger than the American dollar. That's where I want this movement to go. And you see, if we have the food, who are we master? Everybody have to come to it. Obama, everybody have to come to it when we're done, because we have the food. The doctor, the lawyer, everybody hungry. So you see, Back to Eden, we'll go back to the original way, where man run the world and the world no run we.
I'm going to tell you, say, look here, I'm listening to you, I hear what you say. Well said. But I'm also watching you. So what else you do apart from this? Because you must be a performer, artist, an actress, A poor tell me what else to do.
I'm a Jamaican, which means I'm
No, man, you're something else
everything.
apart from that.
You know, I'm a chameleon. Listen, if you ask me sing. If you ask me for dance right now, if they start shaking something, me do it. Anything, me ready. Just like back to Eden, ready to feed the nation and build up the children, them. So when them come in, them can't stand. Like Gideon, if no sound a warrior, on the half a back to Eden.
Well said, my sister. I sing something and I dance, so do something.
All right, no, you see, now you're put me on the spot, but here we go. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Jah, I want to be in the number. Oh, when the saints and back to Eden go marching in.
Anika, you're the best. You've sold us, believe me. Where's the
one for DJ Cash Flow, yeah, Andrea. We have found one for DJ Cash Flow.
Yeah, tell you. Sorry, where's the motor?
No, man, I say she jolly, you know. Me like this spirit.
Yeah, man.
I never sing before publicly, you know.
Really?
Baby, you and Irie.
You're going good. You're going good. Back to Irie, man. Tell him. Okay, so that's a back to Eden water. We look out for it. All right. So Wade Brown of IRFM, his mom is celebrating her birthday today. Carol Williams of Wakefield Trelawney. Your sons Wade and Casey and Dre. So Casey is a girl, Dre and Wade, plus your daughter Casey, want to say hello to you. Happy birthday to you, Mom, on behalf of Wade. And we're wrapping things up now, Shema. All right, let me just quickly go around and just get some final words from our panel then. We start with Muta.
Yeah, we just want to say, Rebel Salute 2016 to me is a hit, and the advent of this circle here, we hope it can continue. I hope by next year ganja legalized in Jamaica, that it can expand itself into a more productive and meaningful part of the festival, you know.
Muta, you're a motivator. I watch you work this weekend, and really, honestly, seriously, you motivate me.
And the first you see me MC?
No, but long time you do it. That's why this weekend I really said no. You know, don't blush, baby.
You see, don't blush. You know, that is a Gail moment there, you know. She interviewed me and flirting with me. That's a Gail, Chris Gail, $7,000 in order.
All right, we can't stop laugh. All right, Jabi, I didn't know how to say that.
Yeah, Tenestelin. One important aspect of the festival is that everyone that I hear spoke say they were rejuvenated. The big thing though is to take that rejuvenation throughout the year so that when we reconvene, we can show that progress, that growth, that result from that rejuvenation. Give thanks again for being here.
Give thanks, Jabi. And just quickly, Jabi, tomorrow, is it tomorrow? At the Haile Selassie High School? That's
yes,
tomorrow. Just remind us quickly.
Yes. Tomorrow at the Haile Selassie High School, we'll be having a free health symposium. That means free vision screening, high blood pressure, diabetes, dental, etc.
No, I don't want to cut in. Jab, are you from England?
No.
Are you Jabby from England? Okay.
Yeah.
New York.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, yes. So tomorrow from 9 a.m. through to 4 p.m., the Dark Foundation in conjunction with Jaja Foundation and Rastafari TV will be holding this health symposium. It is at the Haile Selassie High School, of course, it's in Painland, And we're encouraging ones to come out to check up yourself, because too often one is afflicted with a particular problem and is unaware of it, and it becomes too late, so you can't fix it. Remember, we are not aware of it, and it becomes too late, so you can't fix it. Remember, we are not stressing that one take conventional treatment. The treatment can also be holistic, but we want to diagnose before one can go holistic.
Treatment,
Give thanks again.
All right, Profile. Hold on. Okay, just a minute. Yes, ma'am.
Just to add that Veggie Meals and Wheels will be providing 300 lunches to the students as well. And we're asking anyone with any type of input in terms of health or anything, they can donate to the school because they are trying to rebuild it, okay?
All right, Profile.
Yes, give thanks. Give thanks to the moment, give thanks to everyone. And I hear all the fire, what have been burning. So within this fire where I burn, they are burn Babylon, and you see Babylon as a system. But everything Babylon make and put in a shop, Rasta run go eat it. So you make Babylon look like them good, because them not poison, no. So what I'm saying to the brethren them and the sister them, the eye them to go forward to the earth and eat things from the earth and leave out Babylon shop. And there's a lot of things where people want to make green juice, and them have to use callaloo, and them have to use pop chow. You can use cherry leaf, you can use guava leaf. There's so much other bush out there where you can just blend up and drink, and left Babylon shop, man. That's all.
Before
if you're weak.
Before we run, Profile, quickly, anything for the 50th? What do you want to tell us about quickly?
For the 50th of His Majesty visit Jamaica. Right now, a lot of brethren is saying Nyabinghi House is doing this, and Nyabinghi House split up in different mansions because you have everyone want to lead, everyone want to teach, and they're missing the boat. They are seeing when they say His Majesty visit to Jamaica, down to the it say Prince Emmanuel, a bow and a shaky man, that means Bobo did the bow down. So when they say His Majesty visit to Jamaica 50 years, everyone that say Rastafari should be on that works. None of individual, no brethren, neither this a house, that the house, because them say the house that divided must fall. So them fall already, So right now, for His Majesty 50th anniversary coming to Jamaica, make I and I say one mighty house. And you and I forgot Lego. 12 Tribe, Bobo, RCO, Federation, Judah, Baptist School of Vision, and them call up on my place redemption.
It is redemption goal,
we burn them name.
We'll wrap up still before
so you are
asking me for the extra time.
And Nyabinghi, the brethren them who is trying to own Nyabinghi can't own by no one. It cannot be registered. Everyone that say Rastafari, Haile Selassie is saying Nyabinghi, because Nyabinghi is the prior.
All right, what's Jomo? Give thanks for 5. What's Jomo?
Yes, we'd like to say greetings and thanks to REFM for the beautiful work you're doing all around the world. Putting a positive focus on what Africans are doing in the world, first and foremost. Very important to represent self. Big up to Tony Rebel, Rebel Salute, and all of those who support. And just we're in the parish of St. Anne, Marcus Garvey prophesies that we must have a race of scientists.
And your work continues because this evening you're live on air.
3 p.m. to 6 p.m. www.wfoam.com. Also on the TuneIn Radio app. Broadcasting from Buffalo, New York, but we'll be here in Jamaica.
All right, give thanks.
Cabo, the outside, I don't know if some can mention or not really investigated. That thing that you mentioned for April.
For April?
It don't reach nowhere yet.
Oh, that's what we spoke to IRV and some of the Dr. Michael Barnett about you mean the 50th?
Yeah, with the stepping razor.
Right. Oh, for the stepping razor.
Yeah.
All right, but we're looking at something else.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much to everyone for participating. We're wrapping up right now. Thank you so much for being part of the program, Nick.
Yes, Kabu, I just want to say congratulations to Tony Rebel. I don't know where he got the vision for the Herb Curve, but I mean, it's a hit. He should be proud of himself. I don't know if he had a target when in terms of what he would like to see when he put this together, but I want to tell him it's a hit, so he can take heart from it, and next year I am certain it will be bigger and better. So we just want to say congratulations to him for both the show and the Herb Curve. It's really a festival.
Just before we throw it back to Big A, it's nice up here, Big A, nice on the Herb Curve. Big A, what's here? You see him?
I didn't see Big A at the Herb Curve,
All right, Big A, don't be reaching it, but it's nice, and I'm sure that we'll have some conversations about it.
Oh, I hear the fish them at the sea. If you are coming there to over the 2 days.
All right, so thank you so much. Sorry, say that again.
Just want to big up Jennifer Naftali on her birthday today.
We have to say goodbye. Greetings, my brother. Greetings, Earthquake, and everybody else. Greetings. Thanks for coming.